Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Vanguard Tales. I am your Dungeon Master for today. My name is David, and I am joined by a bunch of noobs. Sam, Martin, and Dave.
Watch me crash.
So, thanks so much for joining us this week, and Sam is going to do our recap for this week, and then we'll get straight to it.
Hello. So last week we were on the road for about 4 weeks. We ended up in a town called Hardbuckler, which was a gnome town that was surrounded by a large metal wall. We schmoozed our way in with the guard, and our driver Govid told us that probably the best place to go was a place called the Half Pine Inn. It's run by a lovely woman called Janice. So we bought 2 nights there. We basically heard about what happened in town. The spell plague had hit the... I'm trying to concentrate. The spell plague that Raven released.
It's your fault. It wasn't my fault.
It is your fault.
It was the beast that killed it. What?
There's a god!
We found that out afterwards. We don't have time to ask everyone we kill if they're gods or not.
Wait, if someone asks you if you're a god,
You say yes! Carry on.
The spell plague has set fire to the town hall by a lightning strike, and the mages in the town had gone mad, so they had to be killed. We then met the chief foreman of the mine, who had a bit of hots for Fae. He showed us it was an adamantine mine, and Ray also tried to commune with his grandfather through his signet ring. And his grandfather, he believed it was his grandfather, told him to go to Dragonspear Castle to stop him. We go to sleep, and when we wake up in the morning, there's a mage attacking Janice, so we defend her. We run outside, and there's another mage as well, where the guards tell us that there's 100 gold bounty on each of the mages for any mad mages. We meet the lead guard, who's Heelbang, an old gnome with glasses, and nobody knows where the mages come from, but they're carrying copper mines, and there's a copper mine up by Boareskyr Bridge. And we have a very nice dinner, and we also receive letters that
Jelly.
the world is going to shit. And that, like, basically, the Sea of Stars, is it?
Sea of Stars, yeah.
Yes, it's fallen into a big crevasse, so it's draining, and basically everywhere else is just crumbling and dying.
My eyelid was fine.
Yeah.
For now.
Of course it is. And yeah, then we go to bed again and wake up in the morning ready to set out.
Sweet. So, you're back on the road again.
Aggression.
Wow. You're back on the road again.
Yes.
And this leg of the journey is somewhat longer than the first stretch. But after about 7 or 8 weeks on the road,
Yep.
again you find that the storm frequency is increasing, as is its intensity, especially at night times.
Yeah. Well, how do we know whose fault that is?
And yeah, you have a couple of sort of narrow escapes from the storms. One of the nights, a nearby tree is struck, and your horses run away. You're able to gather them back up. But yeah, so after about seven or 8 weeks on the road, you arrive at a very wide stone bridge, and on one end of the bridge is quite a large bronze statue.
Yeah.
And the inscription, or like the nameplate, if you will, on the bottom of the statue says Cyric. If you'll make a religion check for me.
How do you spell Cyric? Because we're reading it off the back.
Cyric. Cyric.
Religion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
13.
13.
Mine was 14.
14.
Mine was 14 as well.
14 as well. So you don't recall any real specifics because none of you are particularly religious, but you do know that Cyric was one of the slightly more, shall we say, sinister gods.
Gods.
One that tends to be sort of worshipped by people who are slightly more unsavoury.
Are there about 6 of them? Or just
No.
these sinister gods? No? Not
No.
6? No. Okay.
No.
Is it bronze it was made out of?
Bronze, yeah.
Oh, when we left the town, I would have paid you both the other half or the other section of that 100 as well. So it would have been what, 34, 20, 50, yeah.
Okay.
No, you didn't. I paid you once. I got another bounty there.
Because we did kill that other guy with the barbara.
Exactly.
Fair. I'll take 33.
And as you're crossing the bridge, the second half of the bridge is made from a completely different material. First one's kind of a regular kind of stone, but this second half is like a black granite. And there's another statue at the other end, also made of bronze, and this one has the word Baal written on the end.
Bale, you say.
B-H-A-A-L. Baal? Baal?
Baal, yeah, well, it's how the people
B-H.
Baal.
B-H.
Double A-L.
That'd be Baal.
Baal? I don't know how
Baal?
to say this.
Baal?
That's Baal.
Baal? Baal?
Eve?
Baal.
That's 18. For a check on Baal.
Okay.
Why did I roll that? 7.
12.
Okay.
And then roll the other one.
Again, you kind of recognise the name a bit, and again you feel it's like one of those sort of slightly more unsavoury gods, and kind of as you sort of look at the statues themselves, the people depicted in them don't look particularly friendly. And then as you reach the other side of the bridge, there is a number of kind of small, I want to say kind of more like sort of log cabin kind of slightly more temporary structures, kind of a bit of a ramshackle kind of little place with a few tents and basic buildings. And there's a number of merchants that are kind of coming and going with their carts, and there's probably about 50 people that you can see sort of around and about this.
About 50 people.
Thereabouts, so you can sort of gather from this sort of a trading post, if you will.
Yeah.
What kind of wares do the merchants have?
It mostly appears to be like trade goods. Very little finished products. It tends to be ore and wheat and cloth and things like that. Trade goods as opposed to finished products, so to say. The one that sort of particularly catches your eye, if you will, is the copper merchant. And there's quite a large cart. He's got a pair of them, and there's some very large crates sort of crammed onto this thing and piled quite high. It appears to be just piled high, full of this copper ore. And he's the gentleman who appears to own these carts. He's talking with a couple of other people. They've got sort of big hoods on. He looks like he's a bit kind of like please don't hurt me kind of
They
look.
got blue crystal.
No, it's just like a cloak. It's just like a hooded cloak.
Okay.
But at this point, you're still
How far away?
from where you are now, probably I don't know, 30, 40 feet.
Oh, not far.
I mean,
Not far,
that
but
person looks like he's intimidated by them.
yeah.
Have you guys seen what's going on over there?
Yes. Yeah, he needs some help.
I was just thinking this. I was thinking maybe this person might be. It looks like he is selling copper, and was it not the copper daggers that
Yes.
they may know some information? Give me 2 seconds, let me try something. And I cast message to the vendor. And I just say, are you in trouble? Do you need help? So just a message appears in his head, and he can.
Can he reply?
He can. He can
Reply
reply.
to this message.
He can reply in a whisper that only I can hear.
I don't know who you are, but yes, please.
He needs help. Quick.
Let's get down there.
Very well.
But don't make a scene. There are not many people here. We must be subtle.
You know me.
Are they sort of as we move a bit closer? Can I see them wearing anything metal or anything?
They've got their back to you, and all you can see is kind of their cloak. That's all you can kind of see from this
Okay.
angle.
Is this town or whatever, is it kind of set up in 2 lines? And
So essentially, you've got the bridge and the roads going either side, and then off to one side, there's all like these tents and basic buildings. It looks like it's sort of place that has been probably could be disassembled, moved to somewhere
right.
else, and reassembled quite quickly and easily should the need arise.
And this place, is it set up like a store? Is it like I could go to the stall and be like, excuse me, can I buy...
Yeah.
Okay, so I walk quite purposefully, and I just sort of go, excuse me, is this copper for sale? Quite blatantly trying to interrupt.
And one of the men's like, no, it's not. It's already sold.
Oh, well, how much are you buying it for? I'm looking to purchase quite a lot, so I can potentially buy it off of you. And I sort of look at the guy and I sort of give him a nod. Right. And I'm hoping my accent might be a bit recognisable this time.
He's like, it's not for sale. I need it for smelting. And then I've already got a customer who's purchasing their finished bars from me.
That is a lot of copper, as you can see. Myself and my friends here, we are looking for a bit of copper. We are looking to make some daggers out of it.
Daggers, eh?
It's some nice little daggers.
Mm-hmm. Well, nobody around here wants daggers, my friend.
No, okay. Well, what are you planning on doing with the copper?
I'm selling the bars to a blacksmith.
Okay. Well, surely this gentleman here could do that.
Yeah, but he doesn't know my contacts. Do you, friend?
I'm going to make an insight check into him.
No.
I mean, I don't really know what I'm doing. Insight. 13.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious he's quite intimidated for whatever reason.
The stacks of copper,
Yep.
are they just sort of in wooden crates Upwards, are they visible?
So yeah, basically, if you think of like, if you think of the back of a cart, it's basically like 3 crates by 2 crates,
Yeah.
and then on top of those is like a couple more crates kind of piled on top.
Okay.
And he's got 2 crates worth of that, so he's probably got like 14, 15 large crates of copper ore.
Okay. And are they all open on the top so you can see the copper from...
No, most of them are closed. A couple, like maybe a couple on the top are open, but
Yeah.
they're not many of them are open. They're mostly closed crates.
Okay. And can I go and climb up into the cart to an open crate and just pick up a lump of copper? Just be like, oh, dude, is there copper here? I'd just like to see some.
Okay, so you climb up onto this thing and pull off a big chunk, like a big rock that's clearly got loads of copper and stuff. You're like, "Ooh."
Yeah. Fascinating. Amazing.
Is it good copper? It looks good copper.
And
Yes.
the guy who he's been talking to, he sort of looks and he's like, "Oi, get your hands off my merchandise."
Whoa, excuse me, what? I'll turn to the guy. Has this gentleman paid for this copper yet? I'm looking at the guy.
And the guy's like, and he's like,
Oh, perfect. It is not your copper then.
yeah, he immediately hands the guy 1 gold, puts it in his hand,
Yeah.
closes his hand. He's like, "Pleasure doing business with you."
Excuse me, he has not just paid you 1 gold for that. I tell you what, I will pay 2 gold right now for that. You have doubled your money. That is surely a better offer.
I'm sorry, friend. A deal's a deal.
I did not see him shake your hand, I'm afraid to say. You closed the feast.
And he's like, "Is the deal done, my friend?"
I literally like, I don't think it is.
No, I don't think the deal's done either.
Well, it's
I
not
think
really
we
your
can offer
concern,
him,
is
I
it?
think we can offer him far more money, and as he's a tradesman and a merchant, I believe we can negotiate a far better deal than that.
Well, unfortunately, deal's done, my friends. It's
I
now
pull
mine.
my trident out and just slam it point down at the table and go, I think this deal is still in negotiation. And I just stare him dead in the face.
And he's like, "Huh. Oh, you want to do that, do you? That's how you want to play it?"
I just think this person here is not getting a fair deal.
Well, that's between me and him.
Oh no, it's between him and all of us.
I will just be sort of hefting it in my hand, get ready, get ready to launch it at the one who's not talking. And what is this other guy doing during this time?
The other guy's just kind of stood behind him, kind of just looked like, just
Yeah.
kind of stood there. He clearly appears to be like a follower
Yeah.
or some kind of minion or...
Is he like having anything kind of reaching for weapons or anything?
So the guy that stood behind, he's got his hand kind of casually at his side, but his hand like resting against the handle of his sword.
Okay.
The guy talking, what's he doing?
He hasn't done an awful lot yet. He's like, "Oh, is that why you want to play this?"
I'll just be like absent-mindedly hefting it and looking at it and being ready to do that at first notice.
Is there anything directly behind him?
No.
Yes, I'm just literally. Yes, I think this is how we do negotiations around here.
Very well. And he sort of pulls his cloak to the
And I
side.
immediately cast Gust of Wind.
Okay.
So just straight, I'd like to beeline for him and ideally the follower behind. He needs to make a strength saving throw.
Uh, 18.
Yeah, passes.
And the second guy, 20.
Yeah, pass. But so there's now a massive gust of wind, so he must spend 2 feet of movement to move 1 feet closer.
So again, as he sort of flings his cloak to one side, it's just going to go.
All that can go fly!
And what's he got under his cloak just before I lob this?
So yeah, he sort of reaches towards his longsword, but you do notice that the longsword is on fire.
Well, it's close catching fire. I don't know if that wind is whipping it outside the face.
I'm going to throw the lump of copper at his head instead.
Which an attack roll?
11.
No.
Okay.
So you kind of like, you kind of give this huge rock as.
Oh, is it heavy?
It's massive. I don't know if you've ever felt any sort of metal ores, but they are.
I thought it was
super
I
heavy.
thought
Yeah,
it was
it's probably a good
football.
chunk. It's like, and you've kind of hurled it as almost as best as you can,
Yeah.
and it's just kind of flown. It's just flown sort of over his head and thunk into the ground.
Don't worry, we're super intimidating. Keep us up.
And, shing! And let's roll for initiative.
Okay. Oh, what a waste of an at 20.
About 14.
Modern 20.
21.
So 21 for Callisto,
Yeah. What a waste of an at 20.
and who had 20?
Me.
20 for Feora.
14.
14 is good too for Raven.
Yeah. So,
And that's not 12, so that's 13. Okay, wow, that's interesting. Okay, Callisto, you're up first, of course, with your natural 20.
I don't want to go first. Okay, fine, screw it. I
Don't want to go first.
don't know what to do. Fine, I'm going to drop that. Actually, no. Can I attack what's coming in concentration up?
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm going to keep that on him and move towards him. Just literally pull the thing and just like, just lean over and try and stab him with my trident. Yeah. Oh, for God's sakes. 14 to hit.
Nay.
Honestly, my attacks are rubbish at the moment. And then that is me done because there's nothing else I can do at the moment.
Feora.
Are they within 10 feet
Of what?
of me? From up.
No, 15 feet.
Okay. I will jump down from the car.
Acrobatics check?
Yeah, fine. 25?
Yeah.
24, sorry.
Just do a somersault off whoosh, and land. Whoosh. That's you.
Pull out my whip and bonus action to light it on fire. And kind of first attack on that guy.
And our horses go nay nay.
Is 24 to hit.
Yes.
10 slashing damage and 3 fire damage.
Nice.
Yep. Second attack. Misses.
Ooh,
Be an 11.
Miss.
And that's me.
Raven.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Didn't roll great for their initiative, unfortunately.
I jump forward, flying knee to his chest,
Is it now?
which probably misses. And actually 16. 16 to hit.
That is a hit.
That is 6 bludgeoning damage. And then use key point to do flurry of blows.
Flurry of blow.
And I'm going as he's obviously he's drawn his
He's
weapon.
drawn his weapon.
Okay, so I'm going to be going for the arm that he's holding. So I'm just going to go for kind of key points to try and kind of deaden his arm.
Oh!
Yeah, that's a 26.
Okay.
Oh,
5 bludgeoning damage
You're among all.
and a 23. And that's 6 bludgeoning damage. And then
is that 15 to hit? 16.
16 hit.
16. Okay. Yes.
attacks.
Make a strength saving throw. He's still in the giant gust of wind.
17.
Passes 10. Maybe so low level. DC like rubbish.
He attacks you with his flaming sword.
Yeah. Water beast flame.
22 to hit.
Yes. Of course it is. I'm snuck in like an AC.
11 points of damage.
It's but a scratch.
And 1 fire damage.
I can't be frightened like immune to fire. I mean, it's just water.
Not made of water.
Well, I've seen enough Pokemon to know that super weak against water.
Wow.
I mean, I have resistance to fire because I'm made of fire.
You're made of fire. You know, I'm water.
I'm rubber and you're glue.
And the minion guy.
He also is starting his strength saving throw.
17.
Yeah, that's fine.
Attacks Raven. 8 to hit.
This is 2, he gets 8. What is this nonsense?
It's a minion, that's why.
Unbelievable.
Damn it!
Small.
He survives my gust of wind.
That is true.
At this point, the gentleman you have been talking to.
Runs away.
No, he's like, so you want to make a deal then?
No, stab him in the face.
To Callisto.
Yep.
No. You had your chance, and I stabbed him.
Okay.
In the chest, not the face.
Oh, sorry, the bad guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, not the
Not the
The guy's like, I'm so scared. I want to make the deal.
Turncoat.
Where the hell did that come from? I stabbed him in the chest. Nope.
Damn it.
14 to hit, which missed last time, so I'm guessing it misses this time.
It does.
Bonus action and healing word myself, because, you know, none of you matter.
Bonus.
No, because I save my inspiration for myself. I'm a selfish bastard. Woo! 6 points of health.
6 points of healing. Okay, there we go.
Have you got into melee? You're still.
I'm still 10 feet.
You're
The gust of wind, is it a line?
yeah, it's literally a line, so I've just beelined it like that.
10
But it's
feet
10
wide?
feet wide, so he's going to have to do it, but you're fine, you're just out of it. You're like, into it.
Yeah. So I will run up to the side a little bit
to me.
to get the first one, and first attack.
Is it now?
I will flare. So I'll flare out my hair. God, that was lucky. 19 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
9 slashing damage and 4 fire damage.
Hell yeah.
Quick question, these are magical sources of fire, isn't it? Just purely because my gust of wind disperses gas or vapour and extinguishes candles, torches and any similar unprotected flames in the area. It causes protected flames, such as those of like lanterns, to dance wildly and has a 50% chance of extinguishing them. So I'm assuming like magic flame will just stay, but like anything that's like, I don't know, lit, it will go out.
You say mine was magic though. I don't think we did. No, so I need to be rolling out.
50-50.
Yeah, it'll go out.
Over 50 stays up. No, it goes out.
My bad.
Does it go on the hit or after the hit?
As soon as it enters the flame, you're off.
Okay, so take off 4 fire damage.
Yes! He's got Murray.
Friends!
Second attack anyway.
Sorry. Ooh. What are you getting on to? Why are you looking at me as if that's my fault?
It's your fault.
You rolled that
That's
one.
your fault.
Can't blame me for rolling a 3 and a 2.
Noob!
How bad is he looking?
It's looking bad.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad.
Action surge.
I mean, he looks bad with damage.
15 to hit.
Nay!
Second attack. Yeah, that is.
No, it doesn't.
So much plus to your living weapons.
Because I took dueling.
Yeah, I just do it. I can't remember what to do.
8 points of slashing damage. Yeah, so basically I'm rolling a d4 and then adding 6.
What do I need to hit from DC?
Raven!
Really?
Make a strength saving throw.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, for me, 14.
Fail!
Do I go for it? You get pushed 15 feet away. You're still standing,
Uh-huh.
but you've been moved 15 feet, and now it takes. You'll be able to get back there actually, because
Yeah.
it takes
Quarter.
no half. Because for every 2 feet of movement, you have to
So I can still move 20 feet.
One.
Then. So my speed's 40 foot.
You must spend 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot you make. So
Yeah,
that's
half.
a third, isn't it?
Oh.
That's half, so half.
2
Yeah.
for 1.
For some reason I was thinking you spend 2
So, yeah.
to do a third.
I can get back to him, that's fine.
Yep. Okay, so you fight against the wind.
And you see the wind almost like coalesce into a cloud and bang! A thunderstruck.
Ooh. Oh, way to keep it subtle. What did we say? One thing. Subtle.
Yeah, no. You've done a big
It makes no noise. It's just a line of not.
Yeah, that's a good point, but
How
hey.
far back?
6 feet.
So it's hitting the other side of the road, yeah?
You said there was nothing behind it. I specifically asked if there was nothing behind.
There's like nothing, but obviously there's a road and.
Yeah, but nobody's there.
No.
Like, otherwise I'd drop it.
Some guy's like.
Yeah, just an old man just like.
I'm happy.
Just kind of walks along.
Thunderstrike. Everyone for 500 feet will hear it.
300. No, it's got 300.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
It's a con save
Con save.
for both of the guys.
Both of the guys.
Who invited this guy?
10 for the big guy.
Fail.
And the little guy. 15.
Pass.
Yeah, boy!
Just one go into the
So, now save. Takes 2d8 thunder damage, and it's pushed 10 feet away from you. And the good guy, the other one is not pushed away, but and takes half damage. So that's 9 thunder damage.
I've got a sword left.
9 thunder damage.
9 thunder damage.
And it's pushed 10 feet away, and the other guy takes half, so would that be 5 or 4? Would it be 5? Round it up. So 5 thunder damage.
Fine. So this guy, like, instead of literally, you just what was suddenly kind of a semi-quiet place. You could suddenly hear everyone's like, "Oh my god!" Ah! There's like panic and screaming and chaos suddenly starts to ensue.
Fantastic.
The guy that you've launched is like, and he's kind of stood up. He's like, "You haven't heard the last of me." And he disappears.
How does he disappear?
Like some smoke grenade thing.
In the gust of wind?
No, he's out of the gust of wind
Oh,
now because he
yeah.
launched him 10 feet.
Thunderstrike him out of it. Was that the minion or was that the
Big guy.
big guy?
Just the big guy.
You're looking at the big guy because obviously he's talking to you, and then
Yeah.
you turn around and the minion is gone as well. Who knows?
Well, he was in my gust of wind.
And I was standing, I'm here, and he stood right there.
There's no attack of opportunity. Gone!
What about the minion now? He literally stood right there. He's also
Gone?
teleported
Yeah.
away.
Gone.
I moved to the side so I can see both of them.
Gone.
Okay. So he teleported away.
DM, ruling DM stuff. Drop the gust of wind. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I got carried away. I know.
Every time I said one thing. We do this subtly.
Yes.
Nobody knows.
Yes.
What the hell was
Well,
that?
there's been lots of storms. They might think it was just a storm.
But a storm localized exactly to that spot from your fist?
We can say it was the other guy. He teleported away. He's obviously got magic. That's not going to fly. Why not?
Nothing to see, people. As I sort of
So
turn around.
as you turn around it like this, there is quite a large, looks like it's a well-built individual as
Yeah.
far as you can tell, wearing some extremely thick armor. Like probably at a rough gauge, at this quick glance, you probably guess the thickness of the steel on like his armor is probably about 4 inches thick.
Fair.
And it's huge, sort of oversized pauldron. He's got a large hood. You can't see his face. He's got a mask with a little eye slit that glows.
Like the thing out of Borderlands.
And he's got an extremely large warhammer. And he's just kind of stood.
So wonderful. The judgment armor, isn't it?
Oh yes. And he stood there, and he's like,
I apologize.
Does he look like a mage?
he doesn't look like a guard necessarily. He looks far more superior than any guard.
As you start speaking, it's like, you are saying enough.
What is going on here?
I'll go over to the other guy and make sure he's
Apologies. At the moment there was an altercation here. There was a notification that just arrived. This gentleman here, we were hoping to buy some copper, and there were some nefarious looking chaps who wanted to pay him very little for his goods, and unfortunately they did not like the fact we wanted to pay more. A little bit of a fight occurred, and I apologize for causing such a ruckus. My friends did not mean to do such to cause such attention.
And you can't really see what he's looking at
What's his
necessarily.
face look like?
But he sort of looks as if he kind of looks over the three of you, and there is no fighting here.
Apologies, we are new here, we did not know. There will be no more fighting, I promise. It just seemed these people were not listening to fair negotiations, and then they threatened us, and I do not like being threatened. It's not something I'm used to. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Very well. Ensure that there are no further incidents.
Of course.
If there were incidents, who should we report them to?
You can report them to the brothers. And he turns around and sort of marches off. Again, as you sort of see him walking now, the unmistakable thud of his armour as he walks is quite intimidating unto itself.
Right.
There's no scraping or anything like that with his armour. It's just all you hear is almost literally like as if someone was dropping a huge rock on the ground, like, and he's going. His footprints are really deep into the soil, and he just sort of marches off.
Bet he's amazingly bad. I'll go over to the hunk of copper. Hunk of copper?
Hunt of what?
Hunk of copper
Yes.
that I threw, pick it up and take it back to the guy. It's like, are you okay?
The guy's like he looks really like kind of scared of you now, and he's kind of cowering. He's like,
Oh, hold out my hand for him to take it. It's quite alright.
no, please don't hurt me. Just take it. Just take anything. I don't care. Just have it.
We're not here to hurt you.
Make a persuasion check.
So all that time I wanted to do one of those, not once.
23.
No, just take it and go. I don't know who you are. I don't care. Just leave me alone.
Do I see him look cowering?
Yeah.
stand over behind her. With a smiley face.
You go away. Don't crowd him. He's scared. He's panicking.
There is no need to be scared. We saved you from those other people.
Yeah, he's literally pissed himself.
Do not worry. We do that all the time.
If you live in the water, it doesn't really matter.
Good point. I have had to stop that.
Live in the water, it
But
doesn't
you
matter.
can clean things, can't you?
But yes, of course. I've got precipitation and I just clean up.
Fair.
See?
You're a wizard?
No. I'm just very good at cleaning. You just didn't see me clean. I go very quick.
Oh.
Why? Are you looking for a wizard?
He does look a bit disappointed when you're like, no.
Are wizards not particularly scary around here? Is everyone not trying to kill the wizards?
Well, some of the wizards have gone a bit crazy, but the good ones, they're good. They help people.
Ah, okay.
And that's what we're here for. I'll flip my hands and a little flame come out of my thumb.
Are you a wizard?
We have magical means.
She has powers, but she is not magic.
Not magic?
She's a conjurer of cheap tricks.
What are you doing?
I am just saying, I don't want him to get excited that you are some kind of grand wizard.
We're here to help. That's the short and sweet of it.
Well,
What? I don't want him to get excited.
now that the Black Knives are not going to get their shipment, they're going to kill me and my family.
They won't kill you.
We can protect you.
I've taken their gold, and they haven't got their copper, and they're gonna kill us.
Do you know, they said they were going to smelt the copper and send it to a blacksmith. Do you know which blacksmith they were going to take it to?
I don't know, but I come past here once a month with my ore, and it takes me and my brother a whole month to mine this amount of ore, and it just about gets enough for me and my family to live on. But
How much do you need?
the last 3 months, the Black Knives have taken everything and just given me just a single gold. Normally my shipments will fetch hundreds of gold at the markets. But I didn't have a choice. They were going to kill me and my family. And
Where is your family? Where they live?
They live in a place that's just in my notes. Let me just have a look.
It is okay. I often forget where I live.
I bet you do. Going
Um,
from bed to bed.
my family, they live quite far from here, across the sea.
Do they know where your family are?
Yes.
Do you know where they are?
Well,
Where they're based?
but I'm from a region called the Chicento region. Do you know it?
Yes, I do.
Do I know?
It depends on if you've mentioned it at all. I'm not sure if you have.
I'm from there.
I know you are.
Yeah.
So have you mentioned it at all?
I haven't
I
mentioned
think
I'm
so.
from there, but I've said all the names of places in front of them.
So yeah, you probably have heard of it, but you remember from the letter
Yes.
that it mentioned the Chicento region had been destroyed.
Well, we can protect you. And I'm sure the Black Knives will not get your family.
But you are just 3 people. The Black Knives are in their thousands.
Who are the Black Knives?
They're nothing but thieves and robbers and bandits.
Well, maybe we do not need to kill thousands. There cannot be thousands just in this particular area.
I don't know, but
If we can...
they're quite. There's quite a lot of them.
Well,
I see different people every time, never the same one twice, and
that does not mean there's lots of them.
Yeah.
Look! And I disguise self and I turn myself into some random person I've met
Yeah.
once.
guy in a bar you
Fine.
saw once, yeah.
I literally do a straight from them. Howdy, how goes it?
You are a wizard.
No, I'm not a wizard. No, I just have magic. Doesn't mean I'm a wizard. Not one of those things. No, not me.
Oh.
But do you see what I mean? I'm just one person, but I can look like something else, and I cast disguise myself again, and I turn myself into Fedora.
You see, I can make myself look however I want. So maybe the same person could be the same. Hello, sexy. God, I've had dreams about this. And I turn back into myself.
I'm really going to kick your ass one day.
And they will love it.
But you're not a wizard.
I have magic, but I never
But the
played.
Black Knives are scared of wizards.
Is it? Okay. We could definitely use that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am not a wizard as such, but I have spells and I have magic powers, but I have not trained like the wizards. I just knock about and I end up with skills, and I find it is through my performance that I can often...
Well, I heard, like after I left the mine, that the Black Knives they attacked the mine. Hundreds of them took everything.
Why would the Black Knives want copper?
Well, copper's valuable. It's worth a lot of gold.
But I have copper here, and that is worth less than gold. I'm very confused.
Mm.
No, pure copper can be used for a variety of things. The copper that you have in your hands is a mix of metals.
You just call this copper,
Yes.
but it is not actually copper.
Yes. It's more of a denomination.
I understand. But I was confused as why exactly was so much gold when... Okay.
And also to turn that back into that would cost a lot more, and you may need it for other things.
Very well. Sorry, I am still getting used to a lot of these traditions, and I'm going to places I have never been before, so it's all a little bit confusing.
You're a bit weird for a wizard.
How many times do I have to say I am not a wizard?
You've got magics. You must be a wizard.
There are many more people who use magic than wizards.
I have magic, but I'm not a wizard. I only use mine in my fighting style.
Again,
You have magic.
they have
Some
tricks.
forms.
They're just tricks. They are parlor tricks.
Well, you see,
Like changing one's appearance.
That is only magic.
now that all the wizards are like gone crazy and being killed and stuff, the Black Knives are growing in confidence, and there's nobody that's going to stop them now.
Well, you have met 3
We
people.
will.
Who will?
Only one wizard. We need more wizards
Why do you put so much stock in wizards?
because the Black Knives are scared of them.
They would be scared of my friends when they meet my friends.
Tell me.
Well, you look a bit ordinary.
We
I don't
look
mean
ordinary.
any. I don't mean any disrespect, but you just look like normal townsfolk. Now that guy you were talking to before, with the big armor, he looks impressive. I reckon he could take on a few of those Black Knives.
Can I just come back to what you just said? We look ordinary. A man who looks like a fish
Oh.
An elf like him and me, made by fire.
Yes, you are. She is very hot.
Do you think we look normal?
I mean, like you, not you individually, but like, I mean, look at you. You look normal.
Thank you very much. That is one of the nicest things anyone has said to me since I've been here. So thank you. You look like a fish.
I mean, you've got the same kind of clothes as that person over there. He just points to some random merchant who's got a robe on.
I got armor on.
Yeah. So does this guy a little bit, not much.
See, he does, not him.
You know, I mean, you just look like a town guard or something.
Is this better? And I can't disguise stuff from myself to look exactly the same, but just as if I've got low, like, you know, like purple dragon on. Like, amazing, really nice. Is this better? Hold on. Just wasting all my spells.
I was going to say, how many times?
It's random girl.
It's like
It's random bloke.
now you look much more like you could handle yourself in battle, and you've got magic. You're like a magic knight. A wizard knight? Is that a thing?
Shall we get back on the road? I'm growing tired of this
We need
idiot.
to make sure that this person is safe.
He seems fine. He's pissed his pants here. No pants pissed no more. Let's get back on the road.
You okay? You've been playing games this morning?
Let's get back. And I just walk back.
Okay.
Run out of patience with this guy.
Can you tell us anything about where we might be able to find these people?
Well, the copper mine is a few miles north.
As they made their base there?
Well, they attacked it and took everything, so there might still be some there.
Probably a good place to start.
Apparently, they slaughtered everybody. But I'll warn you. That they fear wizards and magic.
Very well.
But most other things can't even hurt them, so be careful.
We can handle ourselves. That is not a problem. Okay, I will relay the message to the others.
Oh, okay.
We can deal with this.
As a thank you for helping me, I would like to give you 2 crates of copper. Is that okay?
That is very nice, thank you.
And he sort of pulls out a small trolley,
Yeah.
and just kind of wheels them off like a little sack truck. And he wheels them over, and he looks at your carriage. It's like, what? Just on the top, or?
Potentially we take 1 and find the space for it. I think 2 might be a bit much.
Well, he's paying us now. Goblin, where will these fit on the cart?
And Gory's just like, no, and there's no space for that.
We'll have
There's
them
way
inside
too
with us.
It might be a bit cozy. It is already quite cramped.
I can always 1, 2, 3, 4.
But I like to stretch out.
I can always sit on top.
I said these boxes are probably 3 feet by 3 feet.
Yeah, they're huge.
Oh, okay, so that's right.
Thank you very much. It is a very nice gesture, but I think we do not quite have the capability of taking this right now.
We travel light.
Yes.
Tell you what. No. Well away from that.
No, it is fine. Honestly, you are good. Go sell it, make some money,
Exactly.
feed your family.
And here. And I give him 50 gold. And a little purse.
For you, and maybe you should try and sell elsewhere for a while.
Wow, this is incredible. Thank you. Well, I have just one other thing that I should probably tell you, but just one time, my brother tried to stand up to them,
Yes.
and when he hit them with his sword, it didn't even scratch them.
Do you know why? Potentially?
I don't know, but they just seem to be scared of magic.
Very well.
Okay, well, thank you.
So just be careful if you're going there, because
That's very helpful.
No problem.
and someone else at this point has gone up to sort of his
Yeah.
stall, and he's like, excuse me for
Yeah.
one moment, and he puts the 50 gold
Yeah.
sort of in his bag. He sort of runs over,
Yeah.
and he starts talking to this
Yeah.
other customer.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to bulk up our magic powers and
And I have these. They're imbued with magic.
that should work. I have this, my rapier of lightning. Rapier of thunder. This is magic.
I have the battle axe and the longsword that may be magical. I think the purple dragon alchemist said that they were magic.
But who knows what they do.
But we don't know what they do. If it's magical attacks we need, I can use them.
Fine.
Okay.
Anyway, let's head on. Dilly-dally too much here.
Mm-hmm.
Wasted too much time talking to these.
Wow.
This was very nice. I thought he was quite friendly.
Go ahead, let's go.
Very well.
You have rolled out of the wrong side of the bed this morning.
There is no bed in the carriage.
Look, I know it's cramped, but come on. These people, they are just trying to make a living.
So, where are you heading?
To the cave of bronze, of copper, of mine, the
So-
copper mine.
Is the copper mine on the way to what
No.
we would be going? Okay.
So it is north of here, so it's going to be off.
Because we've been going north-northwest.
Yeah, you're kind of heading this way, and this is sort of straight north. So.
Okay.
It's a couple of miles. Let's just see if there's bandits in there, we could kill them, take some money, make a bit of money. It's a simple bit of
Well,
work.
I mean, we may not even have to, if we can intimidate them with magic.
That is very true, I could
We
potentially
could
use
say,
some
you
magic.
either leave, or we will burn you with fire and
Yes.
lightning from the skies and all things.
This all sounds good to me, let's just do something like this.
Very well.
That one I hit, I created the thunder. You know, he knows we can do things that are magical.
Yes.
Perfect, yes, and he must know.
I might ask that
Yes.
we don't put my flames out.
But, okay, fine. Well, you should have thought about that before you went into the beginning with your way.
Is it magical fire?
It's a everlasting oil kind of
I
situation.
see.
I can light it either with my hand or with the ratchet, but
I see, okay. Let us be on our way. I shall think of
you're thinking of ways to fuck with me, aren't you?
Got smart!
Insight check.
No, I mean, yes, I'm bloody.
I didn't even need the 18.
Let's have a deception. Come on.
Okay,
What's your insight?
23.
Deception. Oh, 21.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking at those
God.
This is going to be fun.
I used to have little. Nope.
Nope.
No.
Do you want to finish that sentence?
No.
Yeah. I would have thought she would have warmed up to me after 2 months of being together, but you know. So it is.
Onwards.
As you're leaving the encampment,
Yeah.
A kind of crazy-looking old man.
Yeah.
He's like, "Stop! Stop! Yes, yes, I have something very important to show you."
Having a look around for an ambush.
What
What
is
is
it?
it?
What he said.
And he's got like a really long pipe, sort of sticky up, pointy grey hair,
Super interested now.
and little spectacles. You have not seen anything like it, my friends. Yes. Come. Won't cost you any coin yet. And
I'm straight out.
This seems interesting.
There's a great man with a bike. I'm following him.
Let's do it.
And he pulls something out of his pouch and sort of tosses it into the air, and it just kind of expands into quite a large, quite ornate-looking tent.
Yeah.
And there's little machines puffing around. He's like, yes, come.
Definitely gonna go back to the water.
I'm looking around to see if anybody else is either paying attention or trying to follow us.
I walk straight in blindly.
Likewise, I'm just like,
Ooh! This is
Perception check for you.
This is amazing!
And again, he's got like little trinkets and technological pieces which are like quite unusual, quite fascinating. He's like, come look, this. It's called a clock.
Hey, what?
What does it do?
It tells the time without the need of the sun.
Has he got gadgets and gizmos plenty?
Go do that and see what's going on.
Do that something about skull.
13 doesn't think matters though.
Is that? But I just use the sun. It's not that simple. I just look up and the sun is there for me.
Do you have any other magical items?
Oh, these are not magic, my friend. No. These are what are called inventions. Yes.
Do you have any inventions that might go bang? Weapons of any kind?
What is an invention?
You like things that go poof? Yes, I have just the thing for you. And he pulls out a large metal spear with a small string sticking out the top.
What is this?
I call this
No!
I call this a boom.
A boomba.
A boom.
Boom. What does it do?
It goes boom.
How does it work? You do not go anywhere near this. You cause enough trouble.
So
We can
you put
things.
you put fire on the string, and as the fire moves along the string and into the ball, boom!
And how far away do we need to be before it
Oh,
goes boom?
far.
Okay.
This sounds like a good thing to use, but I agree with Faye. You should not have this. You will blow up our cart.
Can I make an intelligence check? Can I make an intelligence check to see if I know of anything like this beforehand?
Make
Would
a
I
check.
ever heard of gunpowder or
Make a check.
going outside it? No, fine.
Nope. You don't know.
Hypothetically, how much would it be?
One boom,
Uh-huh.
250 gold.
You definitely don't have that
You
much.
do not need this.
I'm just gonna have a little...
No, he is banned from buying this.
I can do you a special on a crate of 10.
Do you...
300 for 10?
No, 3,000 for 10.
You are not having this.
What else do you have? Well, it's potentially still dangerous, but not as dangerous. Mini boom? Mini booms?
No boom.
Why you want mini boom when you have big boom? Yes.
Okay, well, what else do you have?
Huh? He pulls out another contraption. It has a hand on the end. He kind of does this and it ratchets open and the hand closes on the other end. Ah.
That looks fun.
It's like a wizard hand, but machine.
Yes, I see.
Yeah.
I'm not as impressed as I thought I was going to be, if I'm honest. I thought there would be more fun things.
You love fun things?
Yes.
How about a horse you do not have to feed?
What?
And he wheels out an item with 2 wheels and a seat. Says I call this the Bikekler.
The what?
The Bikekler.
The Bikekler.
Yes.
Bikekler.
Bikekler.
It looks quite unbalanced. Could you not make one with 3 wheels? That looks like I might fall over from side to side. It does not look very sturdy.
No.
And also,
Balance.
yes, but an horse, it has 4 legs. So surely this should have 4 wheels.
No. 2 wheels. For 2 legs.
What if we were to get 2 of them and strap
And
them
then strap them together. How much one of these Bikeklers?
Bikeklers? For you, 200.
Can I go over to the big heckler
Yes.
and fuck what am I saying? How is it like sturdy as in it is rock solid with wheels on it, or does it like have suspension or anything?
No, it doesn't have suspension or anything like that.
Suspension.
It's more sort of penny farthing style than modern day bicycle. Yeah.
That looks like something I'd see a circus performer driving.
Mm.
Question: do I have to power this? The horse goes by itself, but this looks like I have to push and make it move.
No.
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 You speak a command word, it moves by itself.
That sounds like magic to me.
How fast can it move?
As fast as a horse.
Is there a little bell? I like all my inventions to have a little bell on.
You are a little bell.
That is not very nice. I was about to buy something from you. Now I don't think I'm going to. Just insulted me. It's been called Dan Hood. You make it sound like it was the wood.
Ew. You like a pew-pew? Eh? Shooty. Bow? Crossbow? Hmm?
I perk up at this point.
Something special for you. And he pulls out the Van Helsing style 6-barrel crossbow.
How much for that?
2,000.
Way too rich for my blood, I'm afraid. Have you got anything that could be sold for, say, 50, 100?
Clock?
Any containers of some kind that have something special to them?
A box?
Any special boxes?
No.
Hidden boxes?
Hidden boxes? No.
Any... get out my weapon and say, anything better than this?
Box! Box! Wait! He runs off and he comes back and he hands you a cube. It's probably about your size. He hands it to you.
What does it do?
Box.
Open it.
You can't.
It's literally just a cube.
There are sort of 9 small. Looks like it's 9 small cubes stuck together, and there's like 3 lots of 9. Yes, it's a Rubik's cube.
Try and like pull it apart, push it together, twist it.
Oh, almost.
Twist. Twist.
You're like, you kind of twist around, but he's like, no. And he takes it off, he goes, and as you do, it opens, and like comes in half. And there's a small storage compartment inside. It's like, box.
Nothing's in it.
Puzzle box.
How much?
50.
Anything that involves chance or logic.
Chance? No. Invention is certainty. Wait.
Possibility.
I have something for you. He runs off and he comes back. And he's got some metallic looking dice.
Okay.
He's I am going to roll a 3. And he rolls the dice onto a table and it rolls a 3. And he picks it up again. Now I am going to roll a 6. And it rolls a 6.
How much for those?
Huh. This has won me lots of money. Gambling? We play gambling?
Yes.
Yes, every now and then.
See? Gambling? People? Stupid. Give me all of their money.
How much?
Mm, 2,000. When I am gambling, I make this amount in 1 month.
That's a very fair price, but unfortunately I don't have
Mm. You!
Yes.
So he runs over and he comes back. He's like, blunderbuss?
What's the year is that?
And he's just blown a huge hole in the roof of his tent. He's like, blunderbuss.
That is not my style, I'm afraid. This is not something.
How much?
500?
I won't leave.
Oh, wait, oh, no. If he looks genuinely disappointed that he's lost a customer.
Did you want that? Thank you for your time. Are you a traveling salesman?
Yes.
Yes? We may see you another time.
Sir. Boomba, yes?
No, not today.
2 for 1.
Oh, go on.
No. No.
Be really careful.
No.
Maybe another time. And drop my head.
and the guy's just like, no.
If he's good, next time you can.
Maybe tell him to save pocket money, huh?
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time, and I hand him 2 gold.
Oh, my brother, yeah.
We look forward to seeing you again.
Very well, yeah. And outside the tent, you can see somebody else walking past. He's like, it's good me! And he goes running after them. Completely has just ignored you now.
This place seems pretty strange. Let's leave.
Yes,
Before we
yes.
get handed by some other.
I've had enough of shopping.
Yes.
You've had enough of shopping.
Keep shopping. Get on with this.
I really think that woman would have come in handy at the moment. No.
No.
And as I say that, my eyes flare.
Climb sulkily up onto the couch.
And wait till he's firmly sat in place, and then climb into the garage.
Have you got your seatbelt on?
Sorry, I'm projecting Martin onto Raven. Raven's not that small.
Okay, so you get back onto your cart and continue heading north. And after a couple of hours, you arrive at
Short rest.
short rest, yeah. You arrive at I mean, how to describe it really. So
Come on.
no.
They call
You are expecting to just come across a piece of land and a big hole leads down into a mine.
Yeah.
That is not what you see. There is
The quarry.
no. It is essentially a huge crater.
Okay.
But it doesn't look like there's been any form of explosion, and you've certainly not heard anything that would cause
Yeah.
the amount of destruction that would be needed to make
Yeah.
this size crater. Because this crater is pretty big, probably half a mile across.
Does it feel like a cave has been filled in?
No.
Okay.
Does it look like anything
At,
like...
at sort of at the bottom edges of this crater, you can kind of see like the edges are actually quite smooth.
Mm-hmm.
They're not rough. The stone is like perfectly smooth all the way around. You can see in places parts of like where the crater has kind of cut off bits of a tunnel. Or you see like small openings where there's a bit of a tunnel, or half of a tunnel that's been sort of sliced in half in certain points.
Yeah.
There definitely was some form of underground structure here at some point,
Mm-hmm.
but there isn't any more.
Yeah.
There is just this huge crater.
Like something's exploded.
Well, the edges of the crater are smooth, so as such, it doesn't. There's no debris
Yeah, yeah.
anywhere. Everything around it looks
It's
perfectly
been
mint condition,
Yeah.
as if it's been annihilated, or some giant spoon has come out from the sky and just scooped it out.
The giant spoon goes with well, this was a waste of time.
And the driver kind of looks back and he's like, we're not going down in that, are we?
No, I don't think so. This looks like it was a waste of time.
Are there any signs of people around or anything?
Perception check very quickly for all of you.
Oh, let's roll up on it. Right.
Yeah, 10.
Less than
So awful 10.
7.
7.
You don't see anybody, but you hear a voice. It says, I told you you would not see the last of us.
We have come to find you. How is that you? What?
And someone steps out from behind a tree. And you... Is it you?
Oh, you have not seen the last of us.
And he steps out.
How long have you been hiding behind that tree? We might not have come here.
And he's like, I suppose you're here because of the copper merchant. I knew I should have killed him when I had the chance.
I throw a dart at his face.
Tackle?
Let's see if my dart
Well, he's thrown it, so I'm just like, actually, I came to beat your ass the second time, so
21.
get over here, skinny.
So a dart hits you head straight for his face, just goes ting, and bounces off of his bare skin. And he's just like,
Produce one to make sure.
are we doing this again, are we?
And I cast message into his head. And you just say, "You better give up now. I hear you don't like us wizards."
And I cast produce on it.
Intimidation check.
Come on.
21 to hit.
Yep, 22. Intimidation.
Now level 5 is going up to 2d8. 7. Fire damage.
As you send your message,
Mm-hmm.
his almost kind of cocky demeanour
Yeah.
sort of drops. He's just like, and then this flame just comes straight out, and he sort of pulls his cloak around to try and protect him. So it's like, wizards, eh? Excellent.
Sold up to him about his bloody copper merchant.
He was an idiot.
Everyone's an idiot.
I know, I'm surrounded by them.
Woo!
And he just lets out a loud whistle. Dinner's up, boys!
What are they orca?
It's fucking you. I turn back to Tom and say,
God, get out of here!
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'll literally turn and say,
Coffee, get out of here!
I'm in the all on the cart.
oh no, we're going to kill these guys.
Fair.
Well, I say, well, that's what I do anyway, I say, go and get out of here and I stand there, ready to fight.
Okay. I only said time to go.
And I put out my regular thunder.
Okay, let's do some initiative. I'll need to roll a bit for some dudes.
And I'll...
What's that donkey? I want that donkey to be involved in the fight.
That's
Little
you.
donkey.
This is an ass.
You can't make that joke. I made that joke before.
That's exactly the same as you.
Yeah.
That's 20 on that initiative. That's 24.
Why do I roll these like they don't mean anything?
No, mate. He did another now as well.
Let's keep doing that. Right. Initiative. Yeah, great. Love it. Should be getting it.
Right. So let's Black Knight, afraid of money, not to do nothing.
Back with that, boys.
What? Oh my god! He seems to be still rolling here. We got this. Don't worry.
I don't got this. My spells are really shit. I was hoping to level up last session and then change some of my spells. But they're still really shit. And you've used the whole shirt to look like other people.
No, I just get mine back.
Oh,
No, you all of mine. I've only used 3.
of.
Okay.
You got a few 7.
Maybe.
You've rolled like 30 dice there.
20. So, as you're all kind of stood there, your cart turns around and sort of starts moving away slowly. He's deliberately going quite slowly.
Yeah, so we can catch up.
Yeah, exactly. And he's just kind of looking back, trying not to
Yeah.
go too far. Around you, out of like various, like behind rocks and trees and people, there's a bunch of people. They'll start to.
People hiding there. Wait, not yet. Not yet. Oh,
Stephen, it's good you so good, Stephen.
Steve, you can't hide behind a palm tree. Get out behind the AT&T leg.
Wow. Yeah, you notice probably about. Oh, how many?
75.
In thousand series.
You notice probably a dozen or so additional combatants come out of the woodwork.
Okay.
What was your initiative, Krista?
5.
5?
20.
What is T and Raven?
24.
Okay. Raven, you're up. You got a natural 20. Wow.
You start doing that. Natural 20, do something with initiative.
Kill them all.
1. Okay. So where's he?
You're kind of surrounded.
Okay, and he's just straight in front of us.
Yeah, he's off to one side, but he's the main sort of dude, if you will. He's probably the closest out of them all to you at the moment. He is about 50 feet away.
50.
Yeah.
Perfect. I move 40 feet, and then as I move, my hands go on fire, and then when I'm 10 feet away, strike him with fangs to the face.
Yeah. Weren't expecting that. Were you? Forgot you had magic powers.
Magic!
Magic.
Right.
Use a baby.
Damn. Fine, do your magic.
This was like, you make that card.
Keep okay.
It's 21 to hit.
That is a hit.
That's 6 fire damage.
Two more.
Indeed. And then use flurry of blows, and my hands are on fire. Punch him another couple of times in the face. I don't think that's going to do it. That's
45.
That's 13.
13 is a
Yeah,
miss.
1. Oh, that's misses as well. That's a waste.
Okay.
Oh. Does it do hidden damage?
Yes. Well, as far as you can tell. You.
I'll
No.
run up to get within
No.
30 feet of the guy.
3 of them are attacking you.
Okay. With
Wow, they did more than 20. Wow.
Swords. That's 2 are definitely going to hit because that's going to be 21 and 22 to hit.
if
And
the
that one
main
is-
guy was the closest one, how will they?
Yeah. They've scrambled towards you.
Okay.
It's an action dash and similar action. Wow, that's good to know. Unbelievable.
It's like the fucking world sort of.
Through it.
Like Oscarses or something.
Yeah.
And then the last one's 12 to hit. That's not
Yes.
So first attack does 4 points of damage,
Cool.
and the second one takes 5. As they're sort of close to you now and attacking, you can see that their faces are not human. They have kind of like great toothy, sharp maws and beady red eyes and grey skin. Yeah. Definitely not as described.
This is not what I ordered. Send it
Yes, you're literally like, oh, these are not people.
These are not people, everyone.
Now it's you.
Okay. How many are within a 15-foot cone in front of me? 3?
Yes.
Okay. I will make my wild hand movements, pull it down in front of my face, and burning hands. in front of me.
Is it now?
Dex save for them.
11?
Fail.
12?
Fail.
7.
Fail.
God damn it.
Nice.
Awesome.
That was not good rolling. Bad D. Right, we'll get to the blue one next.
10 fire damage to each of those.
Woo! And it's in the air.
Yeah, as you
Grey in the can.
burning hands, this huge jet of flame engulfs these 3 creatures, and they're like, and they kind of almost cower away from the fire.
Oh,
And as it sort of baits, their skin is almost kind of melted from the heat.
Is there any flammable stuff that's in the cone as well? Because that was like
No.
any plants or anything? Bushes that they've hidden behind?
Run at you in bushes. Oh! I'm being attacked by bushes. What's going on?
I attack you with a tree!
Cool.
Same crazy thing happened.
As have I.
That's me.
I remember a barbarian once attacked someone with a tower.
He literally lumberjacked it.
Okay, so next group, I'm going to attack Raven. 6 of them are attacking you.
Ooh!
Bring it. Yep.
Well, those 3 are definitely not going to hit, so we'll get those out. Let's see, that one is a 15 to hit.
Hit.
Okay, so that wasn't going to hit because they rolled higher. So that's 3 hits. 5, 2, 1.
5, 4, 3, 2.
8 damage.
8 damage in total from those attacks.
Okay.
And 6. Oh dear. You
Hello.
have 8 that have come swarming towards
Oh,
you.
good lord. I thought you said there were only 12.
Yeah.
They're the ones you saw initially.
I count 17 plus the big guy. 8 plus 6 plus 3.
Yeah. 5
I
missed.
just want to look at how many rolling.
You just said 8.
Yeah, I know, but I just want to see all of the Ds.
Let's see, the lowest one here will be a 15 to hit.
Nope.
Ooh,
How do you pronounce
15,
bicycle?
18 to hit.
18 hits, yeah.
Okay, so that's 2 hits. 2 hits out of all that, that's not bad.
Yeah, I'll take it.
That's a 1 and a 5.
6 damage. Okay.
Yeah, literally, they all just kind of swarm in at you.
Would you
And
say they're all surrounding me?
Yes, they're literally all around you, and they're all kind of going at you, and you're just and you're blocking as much as you can with your.
I've got my rapier out as well, I'm not using my trident.
Fair.
I've got my magical rapier.
And you're able to deflect most of the blows, but a couple do sneak through. Your turn.
Oh god. I will attack one of them. And I will really hope I actually hit, because I don't think I've hit with an attack for about 2 episodes. Right.
Or like 4.
How many times have I rolled it? I don't want to roll.
Right.
God damn it! Why am I so bad?
What did you do?
Roll a 3!
Oh, mate.
No, it's as if Lady Luck is not shining on you.
Oh, is 8 gonna hit?
No.
God damn it, Leroy.
8 doesn't hit wood.
Your wood.
She's pretty good at it.
No, there's nothing else I do. Alright, I want a bonus action healing word. Yeah, go on, a bonus action healing word myself.
Okay. We'll go back to Ray then.
Sorry, about 4 health.
So then I just punch him in the face to see if that does damage. I'm pretty sure hitting him did damage before. More than 20.
Yep.
8 bludgeoning damage.
8 of bludgeoning damage. Yeah.
Awesome.
Have you still not got the 5 fists up?
That's only for the rest of the turn. That turn.
I'll just hit him with an unjust.
That's a bonus action.
No.
Oh, I can. But it's the same amount of damage.
No, unjust.
1d4 plus 4.
They're marshals. So they got wisdom.
And then bonus action. swing my nunchucks in his face.
Is it now? See?
And just make a little flare. Miss. Did it on purpose, that one, yeah.
Ah. Is that that one?
No.
Yeah. So just like,
A 9.
what? And he's just like,
Exactly. I like it.
That's probably clipped. Somebody has to clip that. His face is like. Or make it the thumbnail.
yeah. Yeah, the YouTube's thumbnail selection is poor.
It's
So,
brilliant.
it's always me going.
We've done that. 3 seconds.
So, Raven.
Yes.
4 of them are attacking you.
Of course they are.
Whoa, that is a sweep roll. Let's see. Attack of 12,
Misses.
14.
Misses.
They all miss.
Ooh! Nice flaring.
Yes.
But you put them off.
Okay, cool. Wow. Okay. Now it is Feora's turn.
So the 3 still in front of me, yeah?
Yep. Well, you got 6 in front of me now.
Oh, okay.
Well, they're not not in front of you. They are surrounded you.
Okay, cool. Bonus action, light whip,
Yep.
and go for the first one. 17.
17. Yes.
10 slashing and 2 fire.
Yep.
Second attack on the same guy.
So again, you notice that as you slash with your whip, the whip sort of hits their face, and it doesn't seem to do an awful lot, but the fire like burns them hard.
Yeah.
It's almost as if they're a lot more vulnerable to it than normal.
No boom.
Okay.
Deal with this
16 on the second attack.
To hit,
Yeah.
yes, that's a hit.
7 slashing and 2 fire again.
Move faster. Get up, move faster. Move faster.
Yeah. So again, you send out your whip, and it again just slashes him right across the chest. It's like and he pulls away and retreats.
Okay. Like retreat, so
Yeah.
retreats. So as he's running away, attack of opportunity again.
If you want. Because he is the fighter.
Miss.
Missed. Okay. So.
Watch us all 8 of them here.
So Feora, the remaining 5 attack you.
Okay. AC 18.
That's 3 hits out of the 5.
4 natural 20.
Wish. 6. 12. 16 points of damage.
Okay.
If I'd have rolled that for a stat line, that would be epic. But no. Callisto.
Hello. We're still surrounded by 8 of them.
Yes, you are.
I'm going to attack one of them. And I pray I hit. I might hit! 19 to hit!
Yes!
I get +5 to my attack.
Oh, of course.
Slightly above average.
It's alright. Okay, so I'm going to thunder everything. Okay, so with my thunder, I haven't actually used it properly. What damage do I do? I know what damage my regular does, but it doesn't. Do I do anything for thunder?
Oh, it's not.
Because I have been practicing it for 8.
Is
so
it not the
2
item?
months.
What was in the item description?
You just gave me a one that said that, and you highlighted it. You didn't give me anything else. I mean, it might not do anything else. It might just. But when he used it, it definitely does stuff.
Yes, so it does an additional 1d4 thunder damage.
Excellent. Okay, so I'm attacking this guy here, and I'm going to make it a. Yeah, I'm going to make it a slashing flourish. Okay.
What does that do?
So every single person within 5 feet of me takes whatever I roll on this dice. So the first guy takes.
Nice.
11 slashing and 2 lightning damage. And then everyone else takes, including him, takes 2 slashing. But everyone takes 2 slashing.
And one guy takes
One guy takes
the 13 plus 2,
Yep.
and everyone else takes 2.
Yep.
Peter Pan.
Would have been nice if we were at 6 of that. I tried to break it with a D8, but
Again, the one that you get most of your sort of attack.
Yeah.
You concentrate attack on your most. He again he's from the thunder, like he's cowering back, and he starts to retreat as well.
attack opportunity.
Okay. We'll miss. It's fine.
17 to hit.
Oh wow.
2 hits in a row.
2 in a row.
Okay, so.
With this Ferrero Rocher, you will be spoiling us.
The shivers of your ass.
I was just saying I think I can do a flourish.
That one.
Just want to take the attack action on my turn. So I can't do a flourish, but I will attack him again with the rapier.
For the right dice.
Yeah, the right dice. I just rolled 2 ones on him. So that is
Definitely the right
Roll
dice.
the d6 by accident on the first one.
I rolled lower than what I can actually roll. Oh well. So 6 points of slashing and 1 point of thunder.
And he collapses unconscious.
I mean,
Yeah, as he turns and runs, just like straight into his back.
I am a powerful wizard with my magic wand. Stop waving in people's faces.
And the remaining 7 attack.
Remains.
No.
My AC is 17 if that's those time.
Okay, no. 1 hit. That's a Callisto roll for that. 3 points of damage.
Fair.
Okay, back to Raven.
This worked before. And just say in the biggest voice I can, I am the Wizard of Thunder! And do another.
I'll ease it now.
It's like, we are wizards, stop punching people, stabbing people. We are wizards. And this big cloud, and I try to make
a carpenter.
So I try to get them all as many as I can in there.
Muscle wizard casts fist. Muscle wizard.
Muscle wizard.
Yeah. I just wouldn't why now want to see it being these actually where you've got 3 wizards all just pile in and start punching. Don't use any of that spells.
Okay? You have to roll Constitution saving throws.
So what's the area of effect of this thing?
So I step back to try and get as many of them as possible, obviously not leaving their thing, and it's a 15 cubes.
You're like surrounded in the spire circle.
Exactly, as many as I can that are in front of me, 15-foot cube going that way towards the big guy.
Okay.
So if there's
4.
There.
I'll just step back, take a couple of attacks of opportunity, and then punch your way through.
Or jump into the air and cast him downwards.
Yeah, but then they'll all get attack of opportunity.
Not if you're.
I suppose you can't exactly jump 10 feet, can you? Anyway, sorry.
Meta.
I could have done something cool.
You
but
do
no,
you.
I'm not going to. So I've done it. So
4.
You
Okay.
do you.
So what happens?
roll a Constitution saving throws. Including the big guy, yeah? Is that extra 4 plus the big guy, or just
4 including the big guy.
Okay.
So, small guys, we've got 5,
fail?
7,
Fail?
nat 1,
Very fail.
and the big guy, also a nat 1.
That's ultimately failed.
tonight.
I have no idea. I've never rolled so badly in my entire
You were
life.
using these little dinky ones.
I was using my Opaly then. It's been
You're
bad.
using an opal.
I know. I know. I'm gonna have to switch to Mr. Blue.
You have been betrayed, sir.
I know. Usually rolls so well for me.
You just need Mammoth Tuck in your life.
Oh, wow.
I do need a big ass D20.
8
8.
thunder damage, and they all go flying 10 feet. And it creates a obviously massive thunderclap. So I did it for these two so they can be prepared for the noise as well. So they're not like, whoa!
What happens within the 350 feet? Does everyone have to make a save, or is it just? I
No,
know.
it's just people can hear it, so like, it's
It's
not
loud.
a subtle.
In addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect are automatically pushed 10 feet away from you by the spell's effect, and the spell emits a thunderous boom audible out to 300
So yeah,
feet.
as you literally said, and like all the dust and leaves and stuff just out in a huge shockwave. All the trees and everyone start waving, all their leaves all start rustling. Smaller stones get flung through the air, and these people just kind of go whee, flying backwards.
Cool.
Raven,
That's me done on that. How many attacking?
3. Only 1 hit. For a meager 3 points of damage.
Cool.
They're all a bit shaken up by this huge sound that's come from in there, kind of approaching a little bit more cautiously this time. So, Feora.
Still 3 in
Do your
front of me.
thing.
Oh no, 1 ran away.
What, yeah, there was 6, now there's 5.
Okay. And they're all encompassing me.
Yes.
I'm going to flare
Flame on!
and attack what I seem as the weakest one. 17 to hit.
17 is a hit.
10 slashing. 4 fire. Second attack. Same guy. 18 to hit. 10 slashing. 4 fire. That's max damage on both of those.
Yeah. He is defeated.
Cool. and
Quite comfortably.
and then I'll basically
Fall out.
whip and be like whoosh, whoosh, and then turn to another one and go and shoot produce flame into him.
Hi, man.
12.
No.
And I'll just have oh no, I wouldn't be able to do some kind of shield. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that. Shield. Can I
Misrepresentation of board state, DQ. Moving on.
Good night, you did.
4 attacks on you. As a penalty, they're all crits.
Jesus.
Oh. 2 hits. 17 hits.
Miss.
17 to miss.
Yeah. 18.
Okay. 1 hit then. 4 damage.
I've still got 1 temporary hit point left.
Oh.
Perception check for everybody.
12.
13.
I see nothing.
Fair. you're kind of too busy, like after your thunder wave.
Very much so.
You guys, you notice reinforcements are starting to make their way towards you. Probably another 20 of them. They'll probably be here in a couple of rounds.
I'm doing
So, it's your go. Please go.
I stab someone in the face.
With what?
18 to hit.
That is what on earth? This is not right. You have hit.
I was quite good at hitting. I was going for a bad patch. Again, I'm going to do a fraction strike and hit everyone. Yes, much better. So that is 5, 10. So 10 points of slashing to the first guy and 1 lightning damage. That's 11. And then 5 points of slashing to everyone else. And him. Yeah. So the first guy takes 16 points of damage, and everyone else takes 5.
Nice. Yeah, so that the one who's been the target of your main thrust of your attack is starting to flee.
Attack of opportunity, and I stab him in the arse. 15 to hit.
Yes.
I stab him in the arse. 13 points of piercing damage and 2 points of lightning.
He did.
So again, just like the last time, you stab him straight in the back.
Beware my powerful wand!
I'm committed.
I'm a wizard.
I think we all are. We've all committed.
So the remaining 6.
Sorry.
I've had a single nat 20 out of all these rolls. This is insane. Miss. 15 to hit?
No.
20 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, so it's only 2 hits. 3 and 4. So 7 points of damage in total for that.
Dingus.
Okay. The swarm gets closer. Feora. No, sorry. Raven, you're first. You also now notice, as they've got a bit closer now, this extra wave of reinforcements is approaching.
How is the big guy looking? As in the main leader looking?
Well, you've just sent him flying, and he's just kind of pulled himself up to his feet, and he's just kind of staring across it.
So he's fine.
He doesn't seem too bothered. But again, he still looks perfectly human, like he did the first time he met him. It's all the others that have this kind of this bestial, kind of demonic, almost kind of gnarly form that's somewhat more unsavoury.
So he's got a demonic form.
No.
Demonic's probably the wrong word, but yeah.
He looks unsavoury.
They have the grey skin with the large, slightly sticky outy mouth with many teeth.
I'm just gonna attack him again.
Who?
The main guy.
That will involve you moving away from the circle that's surrounding you.
I thought you just booming all away.
And then they're 10 feet.
Yeah. And then the others came back.
4 of them.
But we're 50 feet away from these guys, yeah?
You?
Yeah.
You're not
Well,
too far from each other.
Well, no, I ran 40 feet. To
Yeah,
the
let's say
big guy.
you're not massively far from each other, but you're obviously a bit. You're separated from each other.
I can obviously see what's going on.
So you could go for the leader.
No,
but
I'm not going to go for
You may, a couple of them may get a couple of sneaky
Exactly,
stabs.
so I'm not-
It's up to you.
What
The
they're
way
going
I'm
to
rolling,
see,
that probably isn't going to mean much.
they're gonna. disappear, and I'm gonna be literally face step away and behind the guys attacking Feora and punch him in the face.
Oh.
And while saying this, we can be anywhere! And face step away, and as I turn up with the ones, how many are in front of me, kind of?
So you want to be between Feora.
Not between, no, behind the ones. So, yeah,
Right.
pretty
okay.
much.
So you'll probably there'll be one obviously in front of you.
Yes.
You'll have advantage on.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
So anyone within 5 feet of me
Yep.
gets one.
You get a save.
No, it'll be 1 fire damage. As I turn up, it'll be a
Oh, like a.
fire damage within 5 feet. Anyone that I choose, so fair or wouldn't get anything.
No. Just do that.
And then I smack that guy in there.
You'll have advantage for flanking.
Nice. 19 to hit.
That is a hit.
And 5 bludgeoning damage. I can't do anything else because bonus action to face it.
Yeah. So this guy also now he sees you sort of sandwiched between you both, and he kind of tries to make a run for it. He's quite badly hurt.
Attack opportunity.
Okay.
Would I still get advantage on it?
Technically, yes.
18 to hit. That's 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
6 points of bludgeoning damage. Yeah, so he passes out from.
Cool.
God. And again, his face bloods the ground, unconscious.
So it's kind of my effect of doing that, as in face stepping away, kind of doing the fire damage and everything. Does it have any effect on
So
anyone else?
your original sort of group that were attacking you, they're kind of just like and they're kind of frantically looking around trying to find you.
Cool.
Okay, so let's just.
Because they will be
Section.
the big guy, and the group before will be 60 feet away, and the others will be 50 feet away.
So the minion guys are kind of looking around to try and find you, and the boss guy's like, over there! And they all start sprinting towards you.
Okay.
Feora, you're up.
So there's a hole that's just opened behind me now in this circle of people I've got around me.
Yeah, and Raven.
Cool. I'm like, time to go, boys! And she peg it out that hole.
Okay.
Oh, you got this.
And I'll start. How can I see the
We'll take
car?
some attack of opportunitaras.
Yeah.
Never mind. Wow, these guys.
How far away is the car?
From you, it's been moving slowly away. But we will say it is 200 feet.
Okay.
Say, as an average, for the three of you, it's about 200 feet.
I will run my 30 feet, turn round, and another produce ray. 13 to hit.
13 to hit? No.
Okay.
Okay. The three that were with you now attack you.
Okay.
Sure, the guy with high AC
Wow.
runs away.
I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3.
They punch each other.
Those.
Surely there's that one like they punch each other in the face. Yeah. And visions of Mark being like,
We'll get some new Ds for those. There we go. Right.
what's that called?
He's orange your dance. Okay.
He's the worst.
Who's next?
Yes.
That's it.
I think it might be fine, I'm not sure. Okay. I turn, use my magic wand to hit somebody else in the face. That one. This wand is not working anymore!
Roll a d20.
Oh, come on! 5.
Okay.
It's not a magic wand. You can't run out of charges.
No, you can do it.
How could I run out of charges? I'm invincible. Hold on. I then... Because we're all going to attack next turn anyway, so I slightly think I may as well move. Bonus action, healing word myself. 2nd level.
Yep.
Great. Ouch. Roll 2 ones. And then I will...
It's a whole lot of ones.
No, I'll just stay where I am actually. Yeah, let's stay where I am.
Okay, Callisto. I've changed my dice, and I should probably change them all again. Let's see. 15 to hit's no good. 17 to hit.
That'll hit my 18.
17. 1 hit. For 2 damage. Bin those off right now.
This is why you have so many dice. When they're all shit, you just fill them off.
Yep, that's exactly.
Massive dice jail.
Not feeling them.
Okay. There we go. 6 more d20s. There we go. Right. So you're heading back to the cart.
Cart.
As you're running back towards the cart, the large, heavily armoured guy that you saw back at camp, he sort of sprints past the cart and is sprinting in your direction.
Oh, such a coward you are. Doing fire support from the back because I'm not doing any magic wand damage.
Magic wand damage.
You've got magic wit damage.
It's not magic.
Magic wit.
Yeah, so I can hit max damage of 10 slashing. It doesn't do anything. It's literally just a d4 on fire. Compared to you guys.
Cool. Nice.
You were on the top of the merchant, you had magic power.
What's this judgment guy doing?
Sorry.
He's sort of sprinting in your direction. I mean, sprinting is probably a slightly.
Die!
Yeah.
Die, juggernaut, bitch!
And actually,
That's the worst thing you could do.
Ever!
But he did the worst.
Fair. But yeah, again, he's moving uncharacteristically swift for someone wearing such a large amount of metal.
Power armor.
Power armor. Sort of fallout.
Did you know
Because he's not called the Brothers
Hold on.
of Steels.
He's not the Brothers of Steel, no.
Did you know one of like middle-aged women power walks?
No.
Not quite running, but you can remember.
He's cheating! His second foot's coming off the ground!
Wow. It's just got power walking.
You are doing it!
Raven, you're up next.
I was in the mouth in the middle.
How many is 3 there?
There is 3 there. And your original 4 are also sort of heading in your direction as well.
You're away.
Fucking.
Alright, roll for charisma.
Do I see the big guy?
Yeah, he's running towards you as well.
Oh, you're in trouble now I'm going to smack one of the guys in the face. That's a 21 to hit.
God damn it.
8 bludgeoning damage. I'll take that. I accidentally dragged it with the 4. I'll take it. And then uppercut him as well. And this. Just 11.
Okay. So.
I'm playing the Bard as a fighter. I quite enjoy it.
Yeah, it's very, very. So, Raven.
Yep.
Those other 4 dudes reach you and join the other 3.
Fine.
That's not fun.
Probably not.
18, 19.
No, I haven't gone down yet this session. It's about to.
Oh, well.
Now it's going to happen.
So that's definitely going to be 4 misses. Let's see. The lowest one after that is a 21 to hit,
Yes.
and the one after that is a natural 20,
Shit.
and another natural 20.
You
said it.
Fucking
You had to say it. He's been rolling shit all night.
And now they're coming up roses. Okay, so
So going down.
so 1 damage for the first hit,
Mm-hmm.
10 damage for the second hit,
1 damage first.
and 6 damage for the third hit.
So
I'm just going to roll some locations. Give me a second. So torso and arm. So torso severity.
Really great.
Torso, okay. Oh,
Huh?
Nothing. Have you just killed him? You just stabbed him in the head or something?
What?
You rolled a super critical die on
Yeah, I
location, and I think you come up with like, the head or something like that.
No, it was an arm and what?
the blow to your body is not too bad, but the blow to your right arm is quite severe.
You lost
Okay.
your arm.
Yes. Shit. Looks like I'm going to need an invention for a.
So you take an additional 16 points of damage to your arm. You will not be able to use it. It's broken.
Okay.
It's broken your arm. It's
unconscious.
pissing out blood, and you're going to need some serious healing to get that fixed. Minor restoration or above.
Okay. That's it. Another arm and 2 feet.
That was a 96 on the severity. That's
I'm
that's not good on the chart.
This is where we find out Raven is actually
Raven is
Super
down.
Saiyan. And what doesn't kill him makes him stronger.
No, it kills him. No, you're all good, buddy. You're all good.
Maybe don't roll a character that fucks with the entire world so the entire world doesn't fuck with you.
I feel like Raven's just doom this entire world and then she's gonna die here.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's not none of the consequences!
Just up there, just going.
Sat next to Mister, like, hey.
Sounds good to me.
What up?
What off?
Remember that time I stabbed you with a sword?
You exploded.
You exploded. Okay. Feora, you're up next. So you hear like the scream of agony from Raven. He's like, and he collapses to the ground
Again.
again.
Fuck's sake.
Fuck's sake.
Or is she run up?
I came up to help you and you ran off.
Oh, you love it.
In fairness, he did. He come to help you and you ran away.
You did. It's your fault.
You all attacked me.
There's more people coming. We're gonna get away from here.
Oh no.
As I run up, I'll shoot
To
at-
him.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll shoot at him.
Shoot
Make
him.
sure you're dead. Yeah.
Very good.
Cauterize the wound from range. No, I'll shoot at the nearest one to him.
Yep.
This is a natural 19, so...
Yeah, that's going to hit.
3-5 damage.
Hey, well.
Let's see.
That
I'll
was
just
2d8.
determine randomly which one that will be
2d8.
because it's quite important. Oh. You actually set one on fire. It's like, and collapses to the ground.
And as I run up, I'm like, get away from my friend! And I'll literally just slide and shield in front of him. So that
Oh, well, like Borderlands style.
yeah,
Love the power.
and then just protect him.
That defensive move.
Yeah.
He is protect.
Very well. Callisto,
Hello.
you're up next.
I stab one of them with my magic wand. Natural one.
Oh!
I swapped dice! Do you know why? It's because you said
Roll a
it's
d20.
a wand before
Oh,
you
d20.
attack.
Yep.
7.
Okay.
Fine. Can I see how far away is... What's his face?
From you,
Yeah.
40 feet.
Okay. I can see him.
You can see him, yeah.
Yeah, I'll cast a first level...
And you see Feora sort of run back to him.
I'll cast a first level healing word.
Yeah, range on that's like 60 feet. Yeah.
You may heal 8 points of damage. That's the first time I rolled a 4 and that's not for me! It's fine.
So, is there a condition? Is it a crippled? Is that a condition?
Yes. Yeah, you can be crippled. Condition.
So I get 18, I'm up, and I've got it. Or I'm
If you're literally you're on the floor, like.
It's probably like a lasting wound or something. Yeah, I know there's.
No, it doesn't exist. I don't know where I've got that from then. I swear.
I thought it was like
It's something like a lasting wound or grievous wound, and it's like if it's your arm, you can't use that arm.
Yeah. I remember seeing a thing about it. But yeah,
What's
basically
it
for anything
Try and
that would
arm
involve
it.
using
Which
your
arm?
hand, like use your right arm, it's broken. So anything that uses would normally use both hands for, like fighting. You'll be at disadvantage.
Fix it.
use my feet, it's fine. And my head.
So
That's
it.
the thing about monks.
You'll be
Their
able-
entire bodies work.
Exactly.
You'll be at disadvantage for attacks. That's pretty much it, really. I think for
If you kick someone, how's he a disadvantage for kicking someone?
because he's going to lose his whenever his balance properly. So he'll like if you high kick someone and you can't use your arm for balance,
He'll headbutt them in the face then.
headbutt them in the face then. With double disadvantage.
Like, monks are probably the best race to have a broken part of their body because they're like.
Yeah, it's fairly generic for the things that it is designed to give you some detriment.
Disadvantage.
He doesn't accept it.
Disadvantage for any attack or like any skill check that would require extensive use of your body.
Okay.
So yeah, you heal him for 8. Callisto. So the remaining 6 attack you.
Yeah, go on.
3 misses for sure. 16 to hit.
Miss.
20 to hit.
Yes.
And a natural 20.
Miss.
So 6 for the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, we're probably be better for the crit. And the crit is 10.
Yeah, lingering injuries is what you're thinking of.
Ah. I know I'd seen a thing for it.
Didn't you have a healing version? No, I thought you were on the forcing healing version.
I'm going to do it, yeah. If I do, I have one healing potion.
Okay. So, going back to the top then with Raven, you are on the floor. Ow.
Take my healing potion.
Okay. Bonus action for for yourself. So that's
Or is it 1d4 plus 2?
2d4 plus 2.
Oh, cool.
Do it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
10 is 10.
nice.
What?
The maximum.
And then the nearest guy to me, I grab with my left hand
Yeah, similar to that.
and headbutt him in the face. Whoosh!
Diplomatic immunity.
25. I'm pissed.
Wow. Alright.
5 bludgeoning damage. Not that pissed. I'm slightly pissed.
I'm slightly annoyed.
There.
Okay. So you literally grab hold of this guy and his face just caves in.
Nice.
Like splattered all his nose to pieces, blood pouring everywhere, and it falls
Chuck him on someone else.
Yeah, just chuck him to the side. As you do, a large area around you gets bathed in holy light.
Ooh. Big guys turned up. Time to turn up the heat.
No, that's all good.
Feora.
Does this feel like a good thing or a bad thing?
So you notice the creatures that you've been fighting. Their flesh almost starts to look like it's starting to disintegrate almost, and they're like kind of like a vampire in sunlight.
Oh,
Okay.
That kind of it's like burning and like disintegrating the flesh off their face. Yeah, that kind of thing.
I'll literally just start swinging at people. I'll use my last fighting spirit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Flame on! Flame on! Ah!
Flame on.
Oh, almost.
That was so close.
19 to hit.
Yep.
10 slashing, 3 fire.
Nice.
10 slashing, 3 fire.
Natural 19.
Yes. So
Oh, nice.
10 slashing, 2 fire.
Oh, yeah, 10 5.
A whip crack with a woody tail.
So you notice that your attacks seem suddenly much more
Okay.
potent, yeah, than previously. It's just slashing with your whip. Huge gaping wounds appear, and as the blood starts to ooze out from the wound, it just vaporizes instantly. It's like, it just turns into dust.
Nice.
And I'll just be there like, just screaming at them.
Oh my.
Oh my!
Oh my.
So Feora.
Hello.
So a couple of people get an attack on you. One miss and one natural 20. They're coming in fast now.
For me.
Yep.
Okay.
It's 8 points of damage.
Okay.
The dog's
And the crit done? Crit.
That's it.
Oh, you did.
One missed. The other one got a natural 20.
And maybe
Eight
roll
damage.
you quick.
Oh, crit die, yes. Ooh, your left hand.
Ooh.
That's my shield hand.
Trying to cripple Murray.
I've broken dragon. I've broken my arm. Everyone else can break theirs.
Exactly. No. Oh dear.
What did you just roll?
He's lost his arm.
94.
What did he get? 96?
You did get 96. Which I think actually pushes it slightly over. I think it's over 90 to 95 and then 96 to 100. So I think it's worse. I'm just checking the
I
chart.
thought he was going to do his crit. I didn't realise.
To hand.
Left hand.
He didn't do what I knew. He told me. No, he didn't. I'm not reminding him. It's his job.
Actually, for your hand,
Yeah, no damage.
your hand has been cut off.
What?
So like shing, and your shield just goes to the floor with your hand still attached to it.
I thought you rolled it, that's why. He's literally moving on, you're like, that's the hand I need to do this! You can use your other hand, you'll be fine.
And I'll literally just be like, in complete shock.
Yeah, it's like.
Well. This guy looks like he's holy, he might have minor restoration. Right, anyway.
Yeah, I have to check his list.
No, I think he does have minor restoration.
Lesser restoration.
Yeah, lesser restoration.
Greater
I think he might do actually.
Greater restoration.
Greater restoration will be fine. Regenerate, please.
Yeah, regenerate will probably won't, so I'm not sure.
Mending, I think, works as well.
Mending.
I was going to take lesser restoration.
You fuck off away from mending.
Mending.
Why would you?
To clean up.
Don't we kill the GM?
Whoops. Okay.
None of these dice are working.
So, Callisto, you're up next.
Let's do these.
I saved your
Can I roll all these and
Yes,
get one of them?
So again,
I'm going to stab one of them.
that you hear the anguished screams from Feora.
What are they doing over there? Right, I'm going to stab one of them.
Kill Bill style, he's
I'm going to
sweating blood
stab one of them
everywhere.
with my sword. With my rapier. With my rapier.
Oh.
I said the right thing, and it still screwed me.
It's not as bad.
Oh, brilliant. 10 to hit? Is that it? No, I know.
No. Returning
I
fire.
rolled an 8.
I blame you. No, 5.
Oh, no natural 20 this time. Ooh.
Well, I'm not
so-
going to do something. I'm bonus action.
oh, sorry, bonus action.
No, I'm not there.
There's only 2 of those are going to be hits.
Meta.
19 and a 20.
Yeah, but they're
Meta.
So 4
and
and
got it last time. Moved on.
9 points of damage. And Metering?
If they're in this circle of holy light,
Yes.
are their attacks not at disadvantage?
They are not.
Oh, my attack's not advantage. Is also in the holy light.
No.
He's fine.
I'm fine. I'm looking absolutely fine.
So that's the end of the round. I'm just
So am
going
I.
to roll.
I'm fine.
Yeah, we're fine. Roll fine. Roll fine.
So
Just hoping this guy's going to come in and save us.
I am completely fine.
Yeah, he's gonna
All-
do a lot
all
of
the
stuff now.
now all of the creatures are literally they're turning and legging it.
Attack opportunity against anyone I can get.
Go for it.
18.
Yep.
Runaway success.
24.
24. Yep.
He's just stupid magic wand.
And that was 8 bludgeoning.
9 piercing, 3 fire.
What's happening?
Yeah. So again, you guys both drop one as they flee, and the rest flee into the wilderness.
Well, that's 4 attacks. That 1, that 3, that 5.
I will second wind to try and regain some hit points to stop myself from bleeding.
Okay. It's been some bad rolls
I
for
regain
everyone.
6 hit points. And I'll. Can I. No, I won't.
Do you have a
I'll
medic?
just, no, I'll just be shocked.
Fair.
I've lost my hand.
The big guy comes over
Yeah.
to you. Told you to stay out of trouble.
I'll show you how many hit points I have.
1 hit point.
10 HP, like 9 damage. I'm like, I can take that. It's all good.
1 hit point left.
I'm sorry.
You thought we could help? We nearly had them. We killed most of them.
God, man, what's wrong with your arm?
Yes, I think it's broken in several places.
Holy shit, what has happened to your hand?
And I'm literally just holding my hand in my other hand.
Holy fuck!
It's still attached to a shield. He's like,
What the fuck is this? Why are we not protecting him? Email. I was unconscious and I got up and I was attacking people. Because I was trying to heal you. I thought you fell on the floor. I brought you back up so you could protect. Are you okay? I feel like she's gone. Excuse me, Mr. Big Fellow.
Can you heal her?
Can you heal us? I cast Cure Wounds. Second level. On the arm.
so let's just have a look. Who? Oh God. So yeah, a minor restoration will fix you,
Mm-hmm.
not you.
Uh-huh.
Severed limb requires regenerate, which is a 7th level spell, which I
Okay.
think is for mages only.
No, regenerates a divine spell.
Oh yeah, holy, yeah. So it's gonna be a cleric or.
I don't know any of this, so I'm slowly trying to get her hand back to the thing, back to her stump, and I cast Cure Wounds
Okay.
to see if that will do anything. Oh, pretty damn good. 18 points of. So it still heals the 18. but-
Still heals the 18, but yes, obviously his hand does not reattach itself.
Mm,
Yeah, it's a holy spell.
That is-
7th level, so that's gonna be it's cleric only then.
so that is. I'm better, did you say?
No, you'll need.
Oh, right, okay. I'm sorry, I thought you said the people. No, you just need less restoration.
You need lesser restoration to fill
Right,
things, broken bones. But severed limbs require regenerate.
40 family. There we go. And more accurate.
So a pair of scissors. What does a swan donkey?
Last class. You don't get it anymore. You severed the player's hand. You don't get it on.
It's not really a swan donkey if it doesn't have a head.
We'll get over that, well,
And yeah, this individual just kind of looks over your sorry asses, and he's just like, better get you back to town then.
Do you know if there are any clerics there? No.
Yes, there is one. Hope you have some coin.
We potentially do. So thank you for that.
Well, he may potentially be able to help you then.
Okay.
And thank you for your help, sir. I didn't quite catch your name.
My name is.
Barbarian.
Load up his sheet of destiny.
For the foreseeable future, they will be catatonic.
Fair.
It's like gin and tonic, but with cat.
Yeah. My name is Esmond.
Esmond. Thank you, Esmond. You came just in the nick of time.
I am Esmond Lightbringer.
And you most certainly did bring the light with you. They did not seem to like that. I might look into seeing if I can learn something like this for next time.
Are you a wizard?
I am not what you would say a wizard. I am magically inclined.
I see.
But I am.
What were you doing out here?
Well, we were told this was where the Black Knives were hiding out, and we wanted to get them off of that poor gentleman's back. They've been bullying him, and they've been stealing his ore. So we thought we would come to the stop of this, and he said they were scared of wizards, so we pretended to be wizards, and they did not seem very scared. And my friends seem to have suffered greatly from this.
Yeah, he kind of casts a cure wounds on each of you.
Okay, I don't need it. I'm at 4 hit points.
He does it anyway.
I will take it.
And
Likewise.
everyone may heal 10 hit points.
God's sake.
That's what I heal. Useless heal. Thank you very much.
That one's on the house. Don't want anyone dying on the way back.
No, thank you. Could you give me a hand with my friend? I think she is.
Yes.
Lovely. It's
I may be able to give you a hand with your friend.
That is not very funny. We should not be making jokes about things like that.
Look, love.
Not making any outward signs.
And he kind of places like a very fine piece of cloth, like a handkerchief almost,
Yeah.
over the hand, and he kind of wraps it up. And it's okay. You need to keep this safe. Don't let it get dirty or anything. He kind of hands it to you.
So he literally took it from.
Hands it to you.
You bastard.
He literally took it from my hands and she puts it back there, and it just doesn't move all the way.
Fair.
I sort of just
Yeah, we take back to the coach.
trying to get her legs moving. Like, come on.
Back
to the coach.
And yeah, he escorts you back to your carriage. And he just sits kind of up with the driver.
Yeah.
And as he climbs on, the entire front of the carriage creaks with the extra weight. So it feels like it's literally at like its weight limit. Certainly on the front. So you're kind of lopsided. You're kind of leaning forward or backwards, depending on where you're sitting.
Shove myself and see if anyone else will come.
Yeah.
Sit almost to try and
At the
counterbalance.
back. And yeah, a couple of hours later, you arrive back at Boareskyr Bridge. And you're directed to a small wooden hut, I suppose is the closest description. It's not particularly very big. It probably has 3 rooms, quite small rooms at that, inside. It has a very rudimentary sort of thatch, sort of straw type roof, and inside there are 2 others wearing identical or very similar looking armour.
Yeah.
As you enter,
Yeah.
one of them notices you enter and kind of shrugs away and puts his or her mask on and then turns back to face you. And one of the others sort of walks over and he's like, what can we do for you?
My friends here, they are in quite considerable pain. I think my friend has broken his arm, and you can see my friend, she has lost her hand.
That looks expensive.
We have a little bit of coin. How much do you think it would be?
By spell scrolls, 7th level spells cost about 10 times.
Stop telling him! Discount. $200.
And he kind of looks over you all.
Oh, turn to blue dragon now.
Do any of you have any holy symbols of any description?
Well,
No. Saying, remember somebody.
Yes, I do.
What do you have?
I have the coin
Timora. Yeah, the Timora.
I have something, but I don't know yet.
Is it on display?
is it? No, it's not the note.
So you're not going to notice that, probably. Yeah, he does notice your emblem to Timora, and yeah, just kind of puts his arm around you, sort of guides you through to a separate room where there's like a bed there, and a few rudimentary tools and bandages and bits of other medical equipment, like a big bone saw and tweezers and bits and pieces.
Like, your description of medical equipment is
Bone saw, tweezers.
Yeah, someone might have a splinter.
Also, I meant to say, so at some point during the journey as well, I would have put on, not that it's religion or anything, and it's not on display, but I would have put on the necklace of Cladne. You know, I'm not sure if it's a fake or real one, but
Yeah.
the one that I had in my house.
Is it like hidden?
Yeah, it's like,
Well, your friend's wounds are quite grievous, and as such, the fee is 700 gold.
I think I may be able to cover that.
Say, at this point, we'll just pick up the necklace of adamantine. Just like, please.
Did you not give that back?
Yep. Try to.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't take it.
We'll take it.
That's right. He has a quick look at the. He has a quick look at the necklace, and sort of feels its weight. And it's like, this is.
Nothing I'm doing, like an imaginary figure you.
Sorry, what?
Wow. Harsh. Where did you get this?
It was a gift.
I'll give you 300 for it.
Please. And also put over my bag of gold.
Yep.
It's 100. And then
What we short? 300.
the battle axe and the long sword. That are also magical. You should just give everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a.
He scoops those 4 things away. Casts regenerate. Your old hand almost disintegrates into like a dust, floats up, and then re-materializes your hand in its place. Your hand feels like nothing's ever happened.
Thank you. Blessings, thank you.
And to you. Normally this would be significantly more expensive, but I see you are a follower, and as such, we try to help those of faith who are in need. Good day to you, sister.
Good day to you too.
And comes over to you and he's like, He's just slightly rough, just kind of grabs your arm and it's like, it's not too bad.
This is only cost 600. You are not a follower. Full price.
Take off the business, take off the business.
I was looking for the fun part, trying to
Yes,
that.
yes,
I was just about to hand it over.
So So what level is minor restoration?
Lesser restoration.
Lesser restoration. That's why I can't find it.
Yeah, God, people calling it minor restoration. What an idiot.
In new week.
What an idiot. Who would do that?
Drop on
Lesser
there.
restoration. Oh, that's not too bad.
Doesn't roll quick time for me.
For your wounds, 300 gold. It will take but a few moments.
Do you know many faiths?
The important ones.
Can we go somewhere privately?
I'm not that kind of cleric, I'm afraid.
No, penis clinic.
I'd like to show you something. to see if you know what it
It's a
is.
shame that big a penis hurt.
Step this way. And he takes you through into the other room with all the medical equipment and tweezers.
Is this just like a tent, did you say?
It's a wooden building with a straw with a straw roof.
Can we hear anything?
He's kind of closed the door, so if you try, there's not really anyone else watching you, so you probably could
I'm gonna
try.
try
this.
this.
Okay, stealth check.
Anyway, says they've got something cool to say. I want to hide. Stealth check, yay, back on scrutiny.
There's
14.
that one. Okay, so yep, you go into the room.
I remove my bandana,
Yep.
and you see obviously hair on the left hand side.
Hair? Oh, sorry.
Go to the door.
Meta.
And it's completely clean of hair on the right hand side, and with a big symbol on it of all the elements.
No, I can't hear that, can I?
No, I just
And he has a he has a look, and he's like, Tell me, where are you from?
I was put in front of a monastery in Hagen Mountains.
Well, I have not seen anything like this since my pilgrimage to Abir.
Really?
Indeed. There is a race of beings there, named Eladrin.
I think he is showing you his penis.
What did you say?
Did he say it was a large
beer?
Abir.
Abir.
He says he has not seen one in a long time.
Well, it is not really a place. It is a.
in Mainbrook.
It is another plane of existence.
His penis is from the plane of existence.
Is it far from here?
Yes. I assume you're not familiar with planar travel.
No, I'm not.
Hmm.
Penal travel.
How do you very
I
well?
then give him thank you. I give him the 300 gold.
Okay. And your arm is fixed.
I then put the bandana back on.
Tell me, are you Eladrin?
I think I might be, yes.
Can I actually hear any of this, by the way? I'm assuming I can, but I can, okay.
Hmm.
My adopted grandfather, he had suspicions that I might be. He wasn't sure. I travelled to find out from a historian at another monastery, but he was killed before I got there to find out more of my ancestry.
Hmm. Well, Abir is a very different kind of place to the world of Faerun, but your people have made themselves a handsome home there.
How would one go about getting there?
Well, you would need to find a planar gate to a beer.
Planar gate.
Or find a wizard who would be able to create one for you. But those are in short supply now.
Yes.
The spell plague has eliminated probably 2/3 of all the wizards that we have encountered in the last few months.
Yes.
We are fortunate that your wizard friend has not been fallen under this influence.
Indeed.
At this point, I sort of scurry away from the door, and I go over and
Thank you very much.
I go,
Good day, brother.
Good day.
I go to Farah just before it comes out. And
Oh, are you okay?
I'm just holding the coin and just like,
I was just listening to the conversation. It could be slightly wrong here, but I think Raven is going to meet a man called Elatrin for a drink because he kept saying they want to go for a beer, and I think they are meeting at a pub called the Planar Gate. But I am not sure. I think
I love it.
that is what I heard. So I think Raven might be seeing somebody on this side. But how's he seeing someone? He was like, hello, Raven!
Can I make a quick intelligence check to discombobulate what he's just said?
Oh, I mean, that seems perfectly cohesive.
It's
Mainly planar gate. We don't know what planar gate is.
being
Uh,
a gymnastic is like
for a bit.
but then the planar gate sounds like a very plausible in name.
I have no idea what planar gate is.
Actually,
Actually, I think I do know what planar gate is. But,
Yes, you would know what planar gate is.
yeah. But
Well,
whatever.
then, keep saying about going for a beer.
I'm listening through a door. Like, I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
I'm not
It's like
gonna
Chinese
hear it
whispers.
first.
Little bit gets lost along the
Or
way.
may I have possibly known where a beer is?
He's just saying he wants to go for a beer.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I've not phrased it in any way that makes it sound like a.
Can I, yeah,
I said he's
what,
going
basically
for
what
a
I'm
beer.
saying is, can I put the key points of what he's saying together?
I will give you an intelligence check with disadvantage.
Okay. So 3.
Oh,
Then no.
No.
Seems perfectly plausible that Raven wants to go for a beer at a place called the Planar Gate.
the only thing you might have triggered is I did say he's meeting someone called Elandrin.
Yeah. So Aladdin, a beer.
Neither of you really know
I don't know.
the race.
I don't
so-
know what happened.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
Cool. That. Cool. Okay, so.
But that was
No
very good, by the
offense.
way. I did that.
No offense. I'm just glad to have my hand back.
Of course. It's all been a bit manic. My wand was not
when a few
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm glad we are all back together and we are all in one piece. It's good, yes?
Yes,
Cool.
very much out of money now.
At this point, the third brother
Right.
walks into the room
Yeah.
from one of the other side rooms,
Yeah.
and he's like, "May we help you?" You notice it's a female.
No, thank you. You have just helped us. My two friends here, they were quite injured and they seem to be on the mend now.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Glad to be of service. Good day, brothers, sister.
Good day, sister.
And she, you notice she's carrying a rather ornate-looking tome, like in her hands, and she walks out.
Do I see anything on the tome?
Perception check.
13.
What languages do you speak?
Elvish, half common.
something is written on the cover in Elvish, but you couldn't make it out.
Something dark. Something. I'll
Something elven bread.
I'll just walk out and get back to the car.
Yeah, I sort of, as a more like, I see potentially we should have a nice.
So
tea
yeah,
and-
you've come out of this hut,
Yeah.
and it is literally like the centre of this
Right.
outpost, if you will. And there is a very rudimentary inn just
Okay.
across the way. It is very small. You estimate there's probably 3 or 4 bedrooms, and their bar
Yeah.
is literally a stall
Yeah.
with a couple of barrels behind it, and the guy's just kind of serving glasses of beer out of it. And people are just kind of loitering around and around a big campfire in the middle, and they're all just kind of having a couple of drinks and getting a bit rowdy.
I look up to the barman and I'm like, excuse me, have you got any rooms available for tonight?
Rooms? Yeah.
I'm looking at it like, have you got 4 rooms available?
4?
Yes.
No. I only have 1 room available at the moment.
How much for a room?
For you? Well, it's 5 gold.
5 gold, I can just camp.
Camp then.
Okay, I will camp.
So I was going to say,
Should we just camp? We've been
camp
camping.
under this house?
Do not think this is going to be much better than campaigns, so we might as well just camp.
Yes.
Thank you, good day.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of wander off.
And then literally someone else straight away goes and was like, you've got a room free? And it's like, mm-hmm. It's like, I'll pay. And hands the 5 gold over, like, straight away.
What is this place? I'm so desperate to get a room. Go back to the car and I'm like,
Yep.
sort of say to Bobbid, right, I think maybe we find somewhere tucked out the way, hidden, and we just set up camp and the rest of the evening.
Makes sense to me, sir. I can get everything ready for everybody.
These 2 have been spoiled up today, I think.
It's good to see you looking a bit healthier than you did a bit earlier. You've got your hand back there. That's good. Yeah, there's a massive amount of blood in the carriage though.
I'll go in and precipitation now.
Oh,
God, I love that stuff.
it's that's a big help. Thank you. I was gonna have to mop that out or something. Oh.
What time is it? I mean, it's quite late now, or is it?
Yeah, it's like 9 p.m.
Okay, fine, that's fine. Is it quite easy to find someone that's pretty safe to...
Yeah, make a survival check, or whoever is gonna
Survival?
lead the way, so to speak.
16.
Okay. Yes, you find it just kind of a bit just on the outskirts, and you just
Yeah.
kind of pitch up and catch some stairs. Are you all crashing?
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally just turning out. I'm gonna. That guy kind of grabbing the room, putting these, obviously the black knives around as well. I'm gonna go around the camp and I'll let these guys know as well. I'm gonna put the dart, the rest of my darts, all around the camp, secure into the ground. The points
Like that,
upwards, but covered.
How
around
many
the
darts
camp.
do you have?
I have, I believe, because I used a couple. I have 16 darts.
Okay. So we'll say it takes a minute per dart, just to kind of dig a little hole and bury it down. Again, you kind of
And I tell the
Place
rest of
them
them,
around.
yeah, I know where they all are. If you need to go out camper to use facilities or anything, I can show you a place where you can go, so that's safe.
fair.
And for the first time, never done this before, I pull out my loot, which I had, but not at all shown any interest in playing. And as this was telling off, I started playing a little song.
Thank you for today, boys.
Finally being a bard, you're done!
Whoa, I'm an actor. I'm not
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'll be like, thank you for the stay, boys.
Absolutely, it's a
Thank you.
knock goes away. I saw it going in my head. Suddenly.
We didn't think there was going to be that many.
You could get some sleep. I will stay on guard.
Well, wake me if you need to. I don't need to sleep.
So
I'll take sort of first guard.
First watch?
Yeah, and then I'll.
second watch for.
I'll take something.
And then
Are you doing 2 watches or 3?
Probably.
I don't mind
Yeah,
taking
we'll let.
I'll let
We'll let.
Flo
Basically.
sleep. So I'll take the first watch for probably 6 hours. So if we sort of go to bed about what 10 or 10,
Yeah.
I'll sort of maybe 3 a.m. sort of wake up
Yeah.
5 hours.
Okay.
I only need to long rest for
I
4
just
hours.
need
now, so-
a perception check for
Yeah.
both of you for your shifts.
21.
21?
Yeah.
That is perception. I think that's more than 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. On your shift, you notice a shadowy figure kind of darting throughout the various tents and structures, heading in your direction. And it kind of sticks its head out just to kind of have a look. It's kind of scouting your camp. He sees that you've seen him, and he runs off.
I don't wake the other two. I just keep very vigil.
That's
Start to run.
all you see.
No details about this. Okay.
It's very dark. You literally see a shadowy creature.
I have night vision. 60 feet. Depends whether you got.
Yeah, we'll say quite short, probably 5'5",
Okay.
cloak with the hood up. Quite lean, quite dexterous. It's kind of sneaking around quite well.
Okay.
But you just kind of clocked him at one point, right? You kind of just watched him a little bit as he's kind of weaved in and out some of the tents and things. And then he's seen you clearly looking at him. He's just kind of almost
Again.
and just run off, and he's just
Fair.
pegged it away. You don't see him again for the rest of the night.
Cool.
So everyone can take a long rest. And should we stop there? Is that a good point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point
Yeah.
to put a pause in it.
Yeah.
You've got your hand back. Stop crying.
So Raven has died again. So that's the 7th.
Raven's died again.
We just need an overlay of how many times Raven dies.
Just in the doesn't die. She just gets knocked down. He gets knocked down.
Dies.
Raven Death Counter.
In fact, I'm
Only 4 times.
4 times.
Twice in one. 4? More than that.
Nah, it's not.
That's 4. I did 4 twice in one in the other.
He's gone for a little run where he's not been knocked down for it. He went like he had 3 in like consecutive sessions, and like he's gone on a little
been a
run
bit of a-
now.
yeah. It's been alright for a couple of sessions.
Since it was near to
Okay, so if you guys want to just do your MVP votes while I just calculate some XPs.
I would kill so many of those guys.
Quite weedy, mine.
How dare you?
yeah. Not that they all missed.
There was just a
every
lot of
time.
them. I probably did slightly too many, but
Nah.
actually, to be fair, probably about right. To be fair, because there were a lot of the ones I was rolling misses on. If I'd rolled really well, that would have been dangerous. But it seemed to come out about right.
Even if they hadn't broken their arm and lost their hand, we would have been fine.
Exactly, you'd easily won that.
I'll probably go for Callisto for that one for that. awesome bit of listening in as well.
That was one thing I've done. Very good that.
I had a couple of really good hits as
I'm
well.
going to go Martin because again he seems to be intent on destroying the world.
Yes.
Wow.
I was going to say Martin as well for
For not buying the bombs.
really wanting the Boomba.
And that would have really helped in that little bit. Like, lots of them running. That's it. That would have killed loads of them.
Faye would never have lit that for you.
I've got 10 lots and fire.
Okay, so Martin, the extra 10%, and we are going for 750 XP each, plus the additional 10%, which makes it 825 for you.
Gosh.
Nice.
Anyone levelled?
Mm-hmm. I think that's really bang on level.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
By 95.
You made it by 95.
I think that is literally, I've just picked up everything.
Exactly.
Exactly. Whoa. Okay, that's weird.
Ding, ding. Bang.
Yeah, literally, exactly. Jeez. Okay. Right. Well, thanks for everybody for joining us this week.
Thanks, everybody.
Catch up with us on YouTube. Drop us a message on Facebook. And we will see everybody next week, Monday, 8 p.m. Bye.
Bye.
I'll see if I can get rid of this message so I can turn off the stream.
Oh, still alive. Still alive.
Still alive.
Still alive.
Nobody
My
swear.
dad's.
Nobody swear. Still alive.
Oh, there we go. And bye.
That's just rolled those really good rolls for my health. And I'm not panicking.
Mine's a D8, isn't it?
So, are you taking that one?
I'm going to take mine.
Take the first one.
Why do I keep rolling?
Oh, it's a one.
I'm taking this one. Oh, no, not if it's not in it. Taking this one. 4, fuck.
So do I just put,
I know you
I
did
did
that last time,
that
didn't you?
last time.
and I rolled a 10.
Yes, you did. That's alright. Taking this one. 10. Ah, so we get a little bit further so I can use my
Swamp donkey.
Swamp Donkey.
No swamp donkey for you.
Ile Tamburo.
Water.
Yes, oh God, things start coming better for me now.
You mean you might actually hit?
Yeah. I've just good up.
Oh yeah, it goes up to level 5, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Yay! Gotta take it.